And as much as there are not too many of us right now, each one may be given 10 minutes to interpolate or to ask questions. And that does not include the answers of the resource persons, but try to make it brief and to the point. When the chair feels that we're going awry in the questioning, allow the chair to put it back into the issues, if I may. At the same time, we will go ahead and make sure that when a senator is doing well, I will allow the chair to allow him more time to follow his point, because we do not want to lose the point. At times, the limitation kills the initiative to be able to go deeper into a matter, and when a senator is on point, we should allow him that leverage. So, Mr. Rudy, can you introduce to us all the folks here today?
Mr. Chair, may I proceed? Currently present are Captain Nicanor Faeldon, Commissioner of the Bureau of Customs.
Please raise your right hand so that we'll know who you are. Thank you.
Neil Anthony Estrella, Customs Intelligence and Investigation Service. Director Isabelo Tibayan, the third Head Enforcement and Security Service.
They're all customs, no?
Yes, sir. From the National Bureau of Investigation, representing the Director is Deputy Director Vicente de Guzman and Attorney Dennis Sithian. From the Philippine National Police, Chief Superintendent Eric Serafin Reyes and Chief Superintendent Graciano Mijares. Also present is Police Superintendent representing the Chief of the PNP, sir.
Who is that?
Police Chief Superintendent Eric Serafin Reyes.
Di ba Valenzuela Chief of Police yan?
I'm sorry, sir.
Can you just mention who you are so that we will know who exactly you are and what billet you have? Yes, please.
Your Honor, I am Police Chief Superintendent Eric Reyes. I'm the Deputy Director for Investigation and Detective Management.
You work out of headquarters.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I am Police Chief Superintendent Graciano Mijares, the Director of the PNP Drug Enforcement Group, Your Honor.
PDEA.
PNP, thank you, Your Honor.
Drug Enforcement.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm Police Senior Superintendent Ronaldo Mendoza, the Chief of Police of Valenzuela City.
Yes, okay. Go ahead.
From the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, Director General Isidro La Peña.
Hi, Sid, how are you?
From EMT Trading, Ms. Irene May Agustino Tatad. And Mr. TJ Marceliana and Mr. Mark Ruben G. Taguba II.
Is that it?
That's it, Mr. Chair.
Would you administer the oath? Who's the lady there on the side?
Good morning, Mr. Chair. I'm Renita Rodriguez from the Office of Asian and Pacific Affairs of the Department of Foreign Affairs.
Office of?
Asian and Pacific Affairs, DFA.
Department of Foreign Affairs. Thank you
Yes,
for
sir.
coming. Do you have anybody from BIR here? Huh? I thought I read it there. All right, okay, all right. You may administer the oath, and then I will introduce the
Those-
senators.
Those who are here and those whose names have been mentioned or were mentioned, kindly stand up and raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this proceeding? Thank you, sir. They all said yes.
What about the two gentlemen there? Huh?
Your Honor, I have with me Director Wilkins Villanueva, the Director of PDEA NCR, and Agent Norman
Director
Baltida. Yes.
Wilkin Villanueva,
Yes,
Yes,
Your Honor.
Your
PDEA,
PDEA NCR, Your Honor.
NCR,
Regional
and the other one
Director.
is?
I'm with me is Agent Normal Balquedra, the case officer of the
Can you kindly
Valenzuela.
stand up so that we can administer the oath to you? Galing ninyo, special pa kayo.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this proceeding? Thank you. You may take your seats.
All right. Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. We have the following senators here present. The Majority Floor Leader, no less than the Honorable Soto, the Honorable Panfilo Lacson, Chair of the Public Order Committee, the Honorable Minority Floor Leader Franklin Drilon, the Honorable Joel Villanueva, and the Honorable Sherwin Gatchalian. Good morning, everyone. Like I said, this is a hearing involving a very, very serious event at Customs. 6.5 billion pesos worth of drugs or shabu went through Customs on the night of May 25th, going to May 26th. And it took a while before you were able to, the Customs people were able to react to this. Although there was a ship that arrived here on the 17th of May from China, in spite of all the gizmos or the lahat ng pinasok ng European Union, kung di ko nakakamali, and other entities to the tune of 90 million in terms of, yan ba yung E2M, hindi pa rin yung nasabat yung pumasok na halaga na ganyan. 650 grams, kilograms if I'm not mistaken. 604 kilograms. Having said that, the only time you were able to react is by virtue of what is it, a text message, an email, what was it, Mr. Estrella?
Your Honor, it was a telephone call, sir, coming from one of our counterpart based in China, Your Honor.
No written word.
Nothing, sir. It was a telephone call that was relayed to me, sir, and was interpreted to me, sir, in English.
I have a copy of the transcript, if that is a transcript, but nonetheless it was given to you on the 25th. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right,
At around
yes.
11 o'clock in the evening, Your Honor.
11 o'clock in the evening. And by that time, the goods have already been spirited out of Customs. And there was supposed to be a surveillance that was going to happen, which never actually quite took place. Hindi natuloy halos. Because nailagay na doon sa isang bodega na pag-aari ng isang Richard Chen. Alright? Saan ba yan? Listahan ko. At nung mangyari yun, ay nahuli nyo at sinasabi nyo doon, nakakuha kayo ng, sa report ni Mr. Estrella ng 5 crates na naglalaman ng 604 or 605 kilograms of shabu. At pagkatapos doon, meron rin isang van na tumungo doon sa kabila, sa Bautista Street. At kung saan ay nahuli doon ang isang tao nangangalang D na nakakuha kayo ng another 100 kilos of shabu. To make a long story short, ang pag-uumpisa nito ay nangyari because pinayagan nyo ang isang tao, ang isang entity na EMT na ito ay supposed to be a single proprietorship na makapasok sa green lane, na reserbado itong green lane in the interest of facilitating trade, ay reserve sa mga tao talaga na kilala na nagpapasok na ginagamit sa kanilang negosyo. Pero for some reason nakapasok ito. There are other things that should not have allowed this entity to come in. In first place, the goods come from a country that is known to be bringing in counterfeit goods, or for that matter, even according to Mr. La Peña, is the source of drugs in our country. And yet, in spite of all that, nakalusot etong EMT at ng siyasatin namin ang EMT. Do you have an affidavit already?
Yes, sir.
Napirmahan mo na ba yung affidavit?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can the ComSec please get a copy of that affidavit? Somebody get a copy of that affidavit? Bakit hindi sinasabi sa akin? No, administer na ako. Sige. At para ka ba nang sinabi ng araw? Alright, so, at ito, sinasabi niya rito, sa kanyang sinumpaan na affidavit, na siya ay hinikayat lamang ng isang taong nangangalan, Mark Taguba. At si Mark Taguba ay nandito ngayon. Pakitayo nga lang. At ng ilang tao nakasama doon ay si isang taong nangangalang Kenneth Dong.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ha? Kenneth Dong. At isang tao na may kasama pang abogado. At mamaya sasabihin natin sa affidavit mo. This is just a summary anyway. Dahil doon pumayag si Miss Tata na bayaran siya ng 1,400
1,500, yes, Honorable Senator. 1,500 po.
kada container na papasok. At ang nangyari, nakapasok yung container, at nung makapasok ang container, karaka-raka, sila nakalusot kagad sa green lane at nailabas patungo doon sa warehouse na naturang. At sinabi doon sa report sa amin, sa inyo, na binigay sa inyo ng China, kuno, na ito ay di dapat gagalawin si Richard Chen. Dapat alagaan si Richard Chen. Nagtataka ako kung bakit kailangan alagaan yon. Na isang Taiwanese. At itong kanilang impormasyon ay galing sa isang nangangalang Ming Shui, na galing rin sa Taiwan na nandun sa China. Ito ay operate nila sa China at sinabi sa atin, papunta rito at maaaring dumating na yung kahon na yan, yung drugs na yan, dito. Pero hindi sinabi kung sino ang nagpalabas. So, diyan ko muna. Dininipisan ko lang ang summary para maintindihan ng lahat kung paano nangyari dito. Pero we have the details. Ang tinatanong natin dito ngayon sa inquiry na ito ay una, mukhang hindi sapat yung ipinasok. Hindi sapat dahil mukhang napapabayaan yung pinasok na computer system o depensa ng customs para mahuli lahat yung mga nagpapasok ng kontrabando, ng misdeclaration or underdeclaration. Kaya nagkaroon tayo ng green lane, yellow lane at red lane. At mukhang napakailaman yan. So ang tinatanong ng mga senador dito ay una, hindi pa nyo nasasagot at wala pa nakakasagot. Sino ang nagparating yan? Ulitin ko, sino ang nagparating ng ganong kahalagang at kalaki na kontrabandong droga? Pangalawa, mukhang lumuwag kaya sila ay naglakas loob. Sa kabila ng ang dami-daming nadidisgrasya ang mga tao ngayon, DUI ay 7,000 ang sabi ng mga pulis. Napapatay o namamatay. Hindi maintindihan kung droga o ano. Para mga enkwentro, lampas 3,000 ang enkwentro between the police and drugs. And yesterday, 15 tao, isang pamilya kasama ng mga nakapaligid sa kanila, mag-asawa at anak o kapatid, ang napatay sa Usamis. Dala nito. Pero papapasukin ang customs o sa ilalim ng ilong ng mga customs itong droga na humigit kumulang sa 605 kilograms o 605,000 gramo napapasok, 605,000 na gramo napapasok dito at magkakalat at mag-aasik na naman ng lagim at dilim, pahirapan ng mga pamilya at lahat ng trabaho ng mga kapulisan, trabaho ng Pangulong Duterte Trabaho ng mga nagmimiti na mawala na yung drugs ay lalong hihirap ang trabaho sapagkat nadagdagan pa ng napakalaking dumating na epektos. So, madaling sabi, ito ang hahanapin natin ngayon sa inquiry na ito upang sa ganoon, mga tanong dito, bakit hanggang ngayon hindi pa napafile ng kaso ang mga nagpadala dito ng consignee? Ba't di pa napapasuhan ng kaso yung broker at saka yung talagang nagpa-convince na gamitin itong consignee ito para makapasok. Nininipisan ko lang ito para na magkaroon ng overview ang lahat ng senador para mabilis natin mapag-usapan ito. On that note, umpisa natin ang tanungan at I will ask Senator Lacson to begin. Senator Lacson, and before that, I will just announce that Senator Angara is here, and of course, Senator J.V. Ejercito is now here. So you have 10 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm particularly interested in the selectivity system of the Bureau of Customs. Ano ba yung, how do you do your profiling? How do you categorize importations as to whether they should pass through red, yellow, green, super green, or super green plus? No? I understand there's an office here, the Risk Management Office or Group, no? And it's now under the Office of the Commissioner. Galing ito dati sa intelligence, hindi ba? And this is started during the time of Commissioner Parino, I believe, nung meron pang SGS. Kasi meron pre-shipment inspection. But now, since wala ng SGS, nagre-rely na lang tayo do sa profiling o do sa selectivity system na ginagawa ng Bureau of Customs. Now, can you walk us through kung una do sa profiling, pangalawa, ano yung mga criteria? I understand EMT, in spite of having filed their first import entry last March 31, 2017, bakit nasa green na kagad siya? Ang naintindihan ko sa criteria ninyo, kailangan meron track record, di ba? And one of the criteria, yung country of origin. Normally, pag galing sa China importation, nasa red yan. Meaning, dadaan ka ng X-ray para talaga ma-inspeksyon. Second, kung bago yung importer o yung importation, automatic nasa red din yan. Now, kindly explain to us, Commissioner Paeldon, and anybody from the Bureau of Customs, I would have preferred sana kung naimbitahan natin yung chief ng risk management group or office. Pero, just the same, the Commissioner is here, Mr. Chairman, will be satisfied kung i-explain niya properly kung paano ba sinasagawa yung pagpipili, yung tinatawag na selectivity system nila under the Bureau, kung paano nagko-qualify dumaan sa green lane na kung saan hindi na na-x-ray yung goods, which actually happened dito sa importation na ang supplier yung Daozu, di ba, sa China. So please, Commissioner, kindly walk us through.
Thank you, Your Honors. I would like to thank this honorable body for the conduct of this inquiry. I am as eager as all of the Filipino people to really know what's transpired regarding this shipment of Shabu. I will take full responsibility to every pound or kilo or ounce of Shabu that comes into the country, effective my assumption in July 1 up to today. All those Shabus that we have apprehended and failed to apprehend is my responsibility. I will take full responsibility to all the actions and inactions of every employee of the Bureau, including the actions of the...
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
The question has to be answered. We know that you're responsible for it.
Yes,
you don't
sir.
have to lecture us on your responsibility.
Yes, sir.
So
And as
proceed
we...
to answer the question of Senator Lacson, otherwise I'm going to start
If you want,
cross-examining.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chairman, if you want, I can help you. No? Meron akong slide dito that can
We'll
assist
explain,
you.
sir. Yes, sir.
Would you appreciate that?
We will present the process,
sige.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Profiling, selectivity, criteria, etc., etc. Sige, please.
Yes, sir. And finally, if you may allow me 30 seconds, sir. As we are talking here, sir, there is a strong probability that another shipment of 500 kilos is coming into the country that we cannot detect. And why is going to be explained in this presentation by the head of our systems, DEPCOM Gambala, sir, so that it will be in detail presented to you why this shipment come into the country. Your
Before
Honor.
you do so, there was a point made by Senator Lacson. We invited your Mr. Hilario. He is in charge of this monitoring system. Where is he?
He's, since we suspended him, we failed to contact him. He's out of the bureau. We cannot locate him until today. So we tried to extend the invitation of the Senate for his appearance today, but he's nowhere to be found, Your Honor.
You know, that is an excuse that is unacceptable. You suspended him, and therefore he should be available. Because when you call him back, he will be available to work.
Yes, Your Honor, that is our desire. That's why we are trying our best to locate the subject officer, Your Honor.
Well, obviously, your best is not enough. But anyway, proceed.
Good morning, Your Honor, sir.
How long will be your presentation? Because I have a lingering question to ask, ano, which I already have asked. Bakit yung EMT nag-qualify kagad sa green in spite of having filed their first import entry on March 31, 2017? Di ba, Ms. Tatad? Tama ba yan?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anong agimat ng EMT bakit nasa green kagad? Anyway, proceed.
I'm Deputy Commissioner Rado Gambala, sir. I'm in charge with the Management Information Systems, which the selectivity system resides, sir. That's why in this instance, sir, yung shipment which allegedly nakalagay yung Shabu sir is napunta siya sa green because of the selectivity system, sir. So basically, sir, to make it simple, sir, we have a system embedded in our electronic to mobile system which caters all the lodgement of entries. And inside it, sir, there's a selectivity module which is a tool, sir, for trade facilitation because of the many containers coming in, which is in the average, sir, every day about 10,000 containers every day. So this selectivity module is embedded to facilitate trade, wherein the program, sir, is 60%. There are 4 lanes, sir, that will be chosen once you lodge your entry. May 4 na lane, sir, na pupuntahan yung entry mo, sir. One is the blue lane, sir, the green lane, the yellow lane, sir, and the red lane. Yung blue lane, sir, yun yung SGL, sir, or Vertical Super Green Lane. Yun yung sinasabi, sir, ng mga multinational, sir. Yun yung nag-a-apply sila, sir, para ma-background check sila at the same time, ma-profile sila, sir, and they will be accorded a privilege as a Super Green Lane.
Iba pa yung Super Green Lane Plus.
Hindi, sir, yung Super Green Lane lang, sir.
So yung blue is Super Green Lane?
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Ba't ibinibigan nyo? Ang nakalagay sa amin, Super Green Lane. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. At ngayon, sir, as para sa know, about 200, sir, companies ang qualified, sir, doon sa Super Green Lane. So, then there is this, yung Super Green Lane, sir, once it arrives, it no longer goes through inspection or anything, but post-entry audit na lang siya, sir, ang mangyayari sa kanya, sir. Because they are, sir, companies na, reputable companies, basically, sir. Then yung, another lane, sir, is yung green lane, sir. Green lane is you will no longer pass through the inspection and document verification, sir, and you will immediately go through the processing, payment, sir, and you will go out, sir. Then the third is the yellow lane, sir. Pag napunta ka sa yellow lane, it is document verification lang, sir. Titignan yung mga document mo, sir, kung tama o may mga pineke o anything, sir. Titignan kung authentic, sir.
For a more simple description, parang traffic light, hindi ba?
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Red,
Yellow,
yellow,
green, sir.
green.
Opo,
Pag
sir.
green, go.
Yes, sir.
Pag yellow, may caution.
Yes, sir.
Pag red, stop.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sige, continue.
Yes, sir. To continue, sir, yung red, sir, red lane, that is where if you are selected red by the system, sir, you will go to inspection, sir. Two kinds of inspection, sir. Either you go to intrusive, which is bubuksan yung container mo, sir, at inspection yung loob, or the other one is you will go through X-ray, sir. So the system will also, sir, will also randomly select, sir, kung sino magpupunta sa X-ray at pupunta, sir, sa physical inspection, sir. And because of our limited capability, sir, and as best world's standard practice, sir, usually, sir, ang threshold limit, sir, for each color is for the red shipments, for the red lane, sir, around 18 to 20% ang nailalagay dyan, sir, out of the 10,000, average, sir, 10,000 containers. So 20% will go to red lane, then 60% will go to yellow lane, and around 20% will go to green lane, sir. Because of the limited capacity ng ating port, sir, to physically inspect, sir, yung 10,000 containers, sir. So, ang nangyari, sir, dun sa, the question of our good senator, sir, is about yung EMT, sir. The alleged shipment, sir, during that time, sir, during that time when it was lodged, it went to green lane, sir. System yung nag-select because of certain parameters, sir, yung sinasabi ni Senator Lacson, sir. There's certain parameters, sir, na meron tayong ini-encode, which is encoded by our risk management officer. So, when we say parameters, sir, you will put, it's up to depende, sir, sa intelligence gathered, sa information, sa profiling, sir, na ginawa ng risk management officer. There are certain parameters, for example, sir, country of origin, tariff heading, importer, sir, consignee. So, ano yung circulation ng mga information, kung anong ilalagay mong, parang, yung sinasabi yung sir kayo na, sir, parang, ano yun, sir, parang toll fee, sir, na pag dumaan ka rito, ay, ano ka, galing ka sa ganitong lugar, inspection muna kita. Pag hindi, punta ka sa panibagong toll fee, sir, parang hanggang makarating ka sa green. Parang marami ka, sir, ano, sir, checkpoint na dadaanan.
Okay.
Opo, sir.
May interrupt, ano?
Yes, sir.
Captain Gabala. Ano ka na ngayon? Captain Gabala.
Ano, sir?
DEPCOM,
sir.
Okay. Ang tanong ko kanina, di ba kasama doon sa mga criteria, pagka bago ka, grade ka muna. Ang tanong ko kanina, bakit nasa green na kagad yung EMT, samantalang March 31, 2017 yung first importation ninyo, di ba? Confirm?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Paano silang na-classify kagad sa green? In fact, I will tell you, simula nung March 31, 2017, hanggang May 29, even after the raid in May 26, May 29, nakapag-import pa rin sila, siyam. 524 entries within the period March 31, 2017 hanggang May 29. Out of the 524 importations, 484 ang green. And yung red, yung yellow, 36 entries. At yung red, 4 entries lang. Bakit ganong kalakas ang EMT sa customs? Yun ang tanong ko.
With your permission. Ms. Tatad, how old are you?
31, Your
31.
Honor.
What is your business?
Bali po, kapapasa ko lang po ng board ng licensure examination for teachers.
In other words, kapapasa mo lang para maging teacher.
Yes, sir.
So wala ka talagang experience dito sa customs?
Yes, Your Honor.
Wala.
Bali po, yung brother-in-law ko po, freelance customs broker.
I'm asking about you. Nasa pangalan mo yung EMT, tama?
Yes, Your Honor.
Pero, dahil kinausap ka nung si Taguba, pumayag ka na magpasok ka sapagkat kikita ka ng 1,500 per box, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, maganda yung kita, papasok. Nakapasok ka ata na humigit ko lang sa 652. Green, yellow, red, karamihan green. 534 green. Tama?
Yung mga shipments po, hindi ko po alam kung ilan po ang napasok na nila.
No, hindi mo pwedeng hindi alam dahil consignee ka. Ikaw ang consignee, ikaw may-ari. Ikaw ang taya.
Bali po,
Nagbabase lang po ako sa mga pumapasok na email ng...
Kanino ka nag-rely? Nag-rely ka ba kay Mr. Taguba para malagay ka sa green lane?
Hindi po,
Oh,
Your
Mr.
Honor.
Taguba, paano mo na ilagay sa green lane yan? O yung si Kwan, yung broker, Marceliana. Ganon ka ba kalakas na kaya mo prima para, first timer, nakakapagpasok, kapapasa lang ng teacher, nakakapasok, dadadala sa green lane na hindi nag-check-in. At nahuli na, nakapaglabas pa uli. Nahuli na nung May 25, sinuspindi nyo, nakapaglabas pa. 9 more. Go ahead.
Your Honor.
I'm referring to your broker first. Yung broker.
Sir, Your Honor, what's your question again?
Hindi ka nakikinig, ha?
Naki-
Ulitin ko sa'yo for the last time. Ikaw ang broker.
Yes, Your Honor.
Nakapagpasok itong kliyente mo ba siya? Kliyente mo siya?
Actually,
Siya ang tunay na kliyente mo?
actually, hindi ko po siya kilala personally. Because si Mark Taguba and Irene ang magkakilala po. Then, ni-refer lang po sa akin si AMT.
So in other words, hindi mo siya kilala, pero naipasok mo siya sa green lane. Paano mo siya naipasok sa green lane?
Wala po akong participation, sir, sa pagka-green lane ng
O ituro mo sa akin kung sino may participation para malagay sa green lane.
Ang nagbibigay po ng response ng selectivity po ng bawat shipment po ng isang broker, customs po, sir. Wala po sa part ng...
Alam namin yun. Ano ka pala? Di wala. Bali wala na yung broker. Kung alam mo na, hindi na pala kailangan yung broker. Ang broker, para mabilis mailabas at mabayaran lahat, yun ang trabaho ng broker, di ba?
Apo.
Oh.
Pero, sir, with regards po sa selectivity po, hindi po namin siya control para ipa-green lane or ipa-red or ipa-yellow po.
Alright. Babalik ko sa iyo ngayon. Miss Tatad, sabi mo, nagkita kayo una, saan?
Bali po kung di po ako nagkakamali nung February 2017 po.
Ano sinabi sa iyo ni si Tata, yun ang kausap mo?
Si Mark Ruben Taguba
Mark
po.
Ruben Taguba, lumapit siya sa iyo dahil kilala siya ng brother-in-law mo, correct?
Opo.
Ano sabi niya sa iyo?
Bali po, ganito po yun. August 2016, sinabihan po ako ng brother-in-law ko na may nangangailangan na tao ng consignee for hire. Tapos, after po nun, hindi ko muna na inintindi kasi po, nagre-review po ako ng licensure examination for teachers. Hindi ko po siya napagtuunan ng pansin dahil inaasikaso ko po yung pag-board exam ko. Tapos nung nakita po ulit kami nung February 2017 sa opisina niya para sabihin na asikasuhin na yung mga documents.
Madaling sabi, nagpasok na. Tapos nabulaga ka nung mahuli.
Opo.
Kailan ka nilapitan ulit ni Taguba nung mahuli na?
Bali po ako, yung brother-in-law ko po ang kumausap kay Mark Ruben Taguba sa nangyari dahil na-shock po ako sa nabalitaan ko.
Ang tanong ko sa iyo, kailan kayo nag-usap ni Mr. Taguba?
Nung nag-usap na po kami, June 1 ng gabi.
Saan kayo nag-usap?
Sa may dampa po sa Makapagal.
Sino kasama nila sa dampa?
Yung father niya po, yung
Father ni Mr. Taguba?
Yes po, father
Who
po
is the Vice Mayor of Cagayan, Piat?
Hindi po ako aware sa position niya.
Former Vice Mayor, right? Dating Customs Police, correct?
Hindi ko po
For the
sila
record, we know that he's
personally.
former Customs Police.
Yes.
Right, Mark?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, okay, go ahead.
After po nun, ang kasama niya pa po nun, yung si TJ Marceliana na siya po pala ang broker ng EMT Trading. First, noon ko lang po siya nakita. At yung isa pong abogado at saka ang nagngangalang Kenneth. Ang sabi ni Mark Ruben...
Kenneth, sino yung Kenneth? Yun dong.
Ang sabi po ni Mark Ruben Taguba, siya daw po yung kliyente ng shipment na yon.
Sino yung Kenneth na yan, Mark?
Your Honor, yung Kenneth Dong po, yun yung middleman po.
Middleman.
Yes.
Sino ang frontman?
Kasi po, yung shipment na yan po, hindi ko po kasi kilala talaga yung Richard Tan eh. Ngayon, nagbibigay lang po siya sa akin ng...
Hindi, si Kenneth Dong, kilala mo?
Opo.
Ano ang trabaho ni Kenneth Dong?
Hindi ko po alam yung...
Eh, bakit dinala mo siya doon sa meeting?
Ano lang po eh, kilala ko lang po siya sa...
Sino nagpakilala sa iyo kay Kenneth?
Nakilala ko po siya noon.
I will have you know that you are facing dangerous drugs charges. Capital punishment sa laki. So magsabi kayo ng totoo rito, ha? How did you meet Kenneth Dong?
Nakilala ko po si Kenneth Dong do sa friend namin.
Sino friend?
June Pineda po.
Sino?
June Pineda.
June Pineda, tiga saan yan?
Taga Las Piñas lang po.
Las Piñas?
Opo.
Oh, ba't ka pinakilala kay Kenneth Dong?
Kasi po, parang middleman din siya. Naghahanap siya
Ano
ng
yung
kliyente.
middleman? Ang dami mong middleman na sinasabi. Yung ba yung mga player sa customs?
Hindi po. Yun po yung may mga kilalang kliyente na gusto magparating ng container.
O, so kilala mo pala yan, paparating ng container. Pag nagparating ng container, kinakausap ka para ilusot sa customs, tama?
Kinakausap po nila ako kung magkano yung all-in, sir. Kung kaya kong magparating ng ganito na item.
Mr. Chairman, as I said earlier, I'm particularly interested in how EMT trading or EMT managed to access the green lane, and this is for customs to prove to us, or to explain to us kung bakit una red flag dapat kagad pagka China nang galing, di ba? That's included in your criteria sa selectivity system.
Yes, sir.
Pag China, automatic red eh. And then first time importer or first time importation, automatic red din. So dalawa na kagad yun, strike 2 na kagad eh. Bakit nasa green? And I want to hear the explanation of customs, because if we keep on asking these people, we'll end up with nothing. Because the buck stops at the Customs Bureau. No, that's my point. So kindly proceed do sa criteria at kung bakit nga nasa green lane kaagad yung EMT. Please proceed.
Yes, sir. As far as our initial investigation was concerned, sir, the good senator is right. There are certain parameters that the RMO office should put, sir, like country of origin and tariff heading. And when you put that parameter, sir, if you put a parameter that is a new importer, sir, you should populate the data kung sino yung mga dumadating na new importer, sir, by inputting their TIN, sir, yung kanilang TIN. So para pag nabasa ng system, sir, maano na, sir, tatamaan siya. So yun yung work, sir, ng RMO to put yung new importer, sir. Yung listahan, he or she should populate the list of the new importer. Which in this instance, sir, nakita namin na hindi niya nailagay, sir. Yung list ng new importers. He was not able to update yung list of new importers para pag tumama sa dahil sa parameter, katulad ng EMT, sir, pag tumama sa parameter, he will either go to yellow, red, or green. Then, another principle of the selectivity, sir, is it is anchored on the concept of unpredictability, sir. So, pag na-red ka, sir, hindi pag tumama ka dun sa parameter, sir, they're also random pa rin, sir. Parang 20% lang dun yung magiging, depende, sir, sa capability ng customs. Like for us, sir, we have only about 10% to 16% capability to X-ray, sir. So, imagine, sir, 20% yung red, sir. 20% ng 10,000, sir, is about 2,000, sir. So, hindi pa rin siya kayang i-X-ray lahat, sir. So, may random pa rin, sir. May random pa rin na kahit na-select ka ng green, ng red, sir, there is a possibility na mapunta ka pa rin ng yellow, sir, or
Please
green.
answer my question.
Yes, sir.
Bakit yung EMT naka-green ka agad? Hindi pa rin nasasagot eh. Bakit?
Yung ano nga, sir, yung hindi siya nailagay sa date, yung data, sir, hindi nailagay, sir. Yung ano niya, sir, yung kanyang TIN.
Hindi, pero first time importation eh. Dapat yung automatic red. Bakit green ka agad no March 31, 2017?
Yun yung, sir, ang ano, sir, hindi nailagay nung RMO, sir, yung data for him to be selected, ano, sir, sa
Another point, another point. along with this shipment, itong manifest number or entry number 129547 dated May 17, 2017, ito yung may shabu, hindi ba? Ito yung may shabu, I'm telling you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Kasama dito ng shipment, apat lahat ito eh. Yung tatlo, kasama ito, Guanping ang shipping line, di ba? Merong isa pang kasabay noong May 17 na via Hong Kong naman. Yun yung wait dalawa kasi shipping ito pero same date dumating. Hindi ba kayo na nag-alala o hindi nyo na chinek, hindi na kayo nag-follow up dahil nasabat na nga yung ilang kilos to? 600? 604 kilograms doon sa entry number 129547. May kasabay pa ito, entry number 129553, entry number 129554, isang barko, isang supplier, isang trading company, isang broker. Hindi nyo ba kinapa kung nasaan nyo pa yung dalawang containers? Dalawa pang 40-footer yun. Hindi nyo man lang sinundan, saan pa napunta? Kasi posible rin may shabu rin yun eh. Hindi ba? Well, common sense. Hindi naman kailangan expert tayo sa intelligence, hindi kailangan expert tayo sa law enforcement, hindi kailangan expert tayo sa customs. Common sense. Tatlo yung sabay-sabay dumating isang barko. Iba-ibang truck, siyempre, kasi isa lang naman prime mover na pwede maghatak ng 40-footer. If you want, I can even tell you the plate number of the truck that transported the 3 other containers. So, nasa na yung tatlo pang containers, 40-footers, nakasabay dumating ng may shabu. Hindi nyo man lang sinundan nyo kung nasaan. But again, I'll go back to my original question, paano naging green lane kaagad ang EMT? At paano nakapag-import ng ganong karami? Imagine, 524 entries. Out of the 524, 484 green. Ilan lang yung yellow eh. So, balik ulit ako sa tanong ko, paano nagawa ng EMT yon sa customs? And where is Hilario now? Where is Hilario?
Your Honors, in the past several weeks, we've been
Well, I'm
trying...
telling you, I have information from inside customs. He's still reporting there. He's never... Where is the suspension order?
We'll provide this, Honorable Chamber.
Where?
Your Honors. We'll provide it, sir.
Who appointed him?
All appointments in the Bureau of Customs is coursed through me, Your Honor, sir.
So you were the one who appointed him
Yes, Your Honor.
as part of a reorganization to centralize everything in customs. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So nobody can no more give an alert order except upon a written letter recommended by somebody below to you so that you can do an alert order stopping right away the processing of any shipment. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. The process
Now,
will be
let me just
straightened.
ask the lady here again, and all of you. This lady, prima para, first-timer, ang nangyari dyan ay single proprietorship siya, tama?
Yes, Your Honor.
Single proprietorship. Nasa green lane, iba-iba ang sinasabi dito. Sa house, 630. Yung iba research, 650. Siya nakapagpalabas. Lumampas pa nung mahuli. Napakalakas. Tapos galing pa sa China, yung kanyang shipment. At tingnan nyo, ang binayad ninyo, ang siningil nyo, dito sa lumabas na ito, ay magkano ang binayad?
1,500 per container.
No, sa iyo. Pero ang binayad na tax sa customs ay 38,000 pesos.
No,
Kapalit
Mr.
ng
Chairman,
6.5 billion.
I have in the records, ang binayad dito sa 129,547 na may shabu, 40,000.
Correct.
40,000 plus, ano?
Wow.
Alam mo, Commissioner Nick, magtapatan tayo.
Dapat.
Before your term, ang bayaran per container, ito yung hindi dumadaan ng x-ray. Nasa mga 80 to 100, di ba? 120, 100, 80. Depende, may mga tawaran eh. Bakit bumaba kayo sa, ang threshold nyo naging 40? 38, 40, 41. Saan napupunta yung 60? I'll ask you with a, sabihin natin, bluntly, a question. I'd like to be blunt. Saan napupunta yung extra? tumaas ba yung tara dyan? Kaya bumaba yung para sa gobyerno at naging 40,000 na lang from 180, 100, 120. Walang ibang pupuntahan yun kundi sa tara, hindi ba?
Thank you, Your Honor, for the question. Yes, sir.
Yun yung Friday 3 o'clock habit, hindi ba?
Those are the rumors that goes around inside the Bureau of Customs, sir.
But these are facts,
Yes, sir.
80, 100, 120 before your time.
Yes, sir.
And then when you took over, naging 40 na lang.
Yes,
So
sir.
saan pupunta yung differential na 60,000?
Just for the record, before you answer, I have that information. Dati 120,000. Nung dumating kayo, naging 40 mil. And I will prove it to you shortly. Go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor. When I assume, I tried to study what's the process, what's the legal, under our commitment to WTO, benchmarking in appraising tariff of all commodities is prohibited. We ratified those provisions of the World Trade Organization. So those previous practice is called benchmarking. There's no customs in the world legalizes benchmarking. So the process of appraising the tariff of all commodities all over the world is using the transaction value, Your Honor. And the process is not with us in the Customs Commissioner's Office, but it is individually appraised in the different ports that these commodities are landed, Your Honor. So I will direct this question to be answered by the collectors who have been appraising this. Because
MICP ito, MICP, lahat.
Yes, Your Honor. Because there's a law, that's why I reiterated, benchmarking is prohibited. We have a commitment all over the world that benchmarking.
Ang binayaran dito is 40,033 pesos.
Yes, Your
Itong may
Honor.
Shabu.
Yes, Your Honor. That's
Yung
why.
kasabay nito, ang binayaran niya 40,037 pesos. Yung isa pang container. Yung pangatlong container, 38,862. At yung pang-apat na container, yung galing naman sa sa Hong Kong, via Hong Kong, 40,034. Yun ang average nyo ngayon nasa 40,000.
Yes, Your Honor. I would like the collectors in charge of appraising all these commodities when it comes into their ports to explain why they're appraising it that level. But we
You
are
better make them
complying.
explain, yeah.
Yes, sir. We are complying with eradication of benchmarking because it is prohibited, Your Honor.
Tingnan mo yan. Average yan, 40,000. Ano ba ang klaro dito? Excuse me, Ayan, lahat na sinabi ni Senator Lacson, ni-research namin, we do our homework here, Benchmarking yan. Average, 40 mil. Dati ang kinikita nyo, 120. Now, look at what happens. Tingnan natin ang target ninyo. Ang target ninyo sa 2016 ay 456 billion. Senators, please take a look. Ang nakuha nyo, 398 billion. Kapos kayo ng 58 billion. Paano nyo makukuha? Binaba nyo ang average ng 40 mil na lamang per box. Tapos sasabihin nyo, kapos. Palagi na lang, kapos. Dahil nga, yung 3 o'clock habit, hindi naalis. Pinalitan nyo ang sistema ninyo na sa inyo na lang area nakatutok yung magdi-decide kung sino nga harangin. I will lay the predicate for that because I think maybe you did the right thing, nakikita nyo ngayon mali. Pero ang lumalabas dito, even an examiner for school teacher na walang alam sa customs, na kumuha lang ng brother-in-law, na tinulungan ni Mark, ni Tagbanua, Taguba, ay nakapagpalabas ng 630 or 580 or whatever it is, sobra-sobra, sa green lane. Ayun sabihin, walang check. So, doon lumabas yung 6.5 billion. Ngayon, ang tanong, ilan pa ang lumabas? Sino ang nagpalabas? Sino ang nag-check at ba't ganun kalakas itong lady na ito, itong broker na ito, at saka yung kaibigan ng broker na yan, at saka yung tropa nila, ba't ganun kalakas?
I'll provide the answer, Mr. Chairman. 13 yung importation ng EMT from between the months of April and May, di ba? Galing sa isang supplier, including that one na merong 600 kilos ng shabu. Ang supplier niyo Xiamen Dazu Import and Export Company Ltd. Limited, di ba? Alam mo ba to? Hindi. Wala kang kamali-mali
Hindi po.
dito.
Wala po.
Okay. 13 ito. Ang benchmark talaga nasa 40,000. Kung iisa lang yung supplier at may Shabu yung isang container, hindi ba nasa tamang pag-iisip lamang, sentido common, na posibleng yung 12 containers pa ba, may Shabu rin yun? Doon din ang galing ang supply. Xiamen, Daso, Import and Export. Sa Xiamen. So, kindly explain, bakit hindi tayo nagre-red flag? Eh, meron na nga ang laking Shabu. This is the biggest haul from Pidayan. Di ba tama ba, Sid? Ito yung biggest single haul. And of course, we're glad that Customs took the initiative, based on the information provided by your counterpart, National Commission, ano yan? NC, what's the, yung counterpart ninyo na tumawag sa Customs?
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir, the information was relayed to us by the International Enforcement Customs Division, sir, from the General Customs of Beijing, China. Yes, sir.
So, hindi ba binigyan kayo ng information, eto na, meron kami nahuli rito sa China na nagbalot, di ba? Sila yung nag-pack eh. Hindi ba dapat ni-review nyo lahat yung importation ng EMT? At yung 13 importations na yon, 13 containers, na iisang supplier na sunod-sunod dumating, o wag na yon, i-compress na lang natin sa May 17 shipment na nirelease ninyo noong May 23. Merong isa na-release sa May 24. Bakit hindi nyo sinundan pa yung 3 pa? Kindly answer. Di ba dapat meron kayong instinct having come from the military? Di ba meron tayong tinatawag na instinct na parang, red flag kagad ito. Habulin pa natin yung iba. Kasi similar dito sa ating nahuli. My time is up, Mr. Chairman. Anyway, that would be my...
Can I answer to your questions, Senator Lacson? Senator Lacson asked a lot of questions. I have not heard any answer.
Well, that's why I'm going to ask them. Ano sagot ninyo? Is there no answer? Go ahead.
Your Honor, as regards to the other shipment, Your Honor, when we arrive at Hongpei Logistics Warehouse, we subjected all the shipment, all the boxes inside that warehouse for inspection. We even brought the whole K9 unit of the Bureau of Customs to that area, sir, and we subjected all the shipments of Hongpei Logistics.
Colonel Estrella, is it? Mali-mali yung sinasabi mo eh. Ang tinatanong sa inyo, dapat automatic check nyo na lahat yung previous shipments. You have what they call visitorial powers. Dapat hinabol nyo na kagad dyan. The BIR should also have checked kung nagbayad ng VAT, kung saan napunta yung produkto na yon, kung ilan ang kinita. Tama? Yes or no?
Sir.
Ba't di nyo ginawa?
Sir, at that time, sir, we were focused, sir, on the that specific shipment, sir, that...
You were focused on that?
Yes, sir.
The goods came out of customs on the 23rd. Correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
In other words, yung pabuya sa inyo ng China, and I question it because I'm the one na mainit talaga na lahat ng goods galing sa China, alam ito ni Sid La Peña, at tinanong ko na ilang beses niya, na panood verbal pa ako, binigyan kayo ng letter ng China or whatever it is, sabi mo, telephone conversation, at ang sabi sa inyo, eto, darating dito sa address na ito, huwag yung gagawin si Richard Chen, Taiwanese siya, ang nagbigay sabi ng information, si Ming, huwag yung gagawin, binigyan kayo ng address na Bautista, at kinausap mo, tama o hindi, kinausap mo si Richard Chen.
That's true, Your Honor.
Sa kotse, anong araw yon?
That's around 1:20 in the morning, May 26, Your Honor.
May
26, Your Honor.
26, tama. Oh.
Yes, sir.
Tapos doon, humingi ka ng LOA.
Yes, sir.
Anong oras mo nakuha yung LOA? Yung letter of authority?
Before, at around 3 a.m., Your Honor. Around past 2, Your Honor. Between 2 to 3, Your Honor.
Anong oras mo nakuha? Nagpunta ka pa. Saan kayo nagkita muna ni Richard Chen?
Valenzuela City, Your Honor.
Valenzuela. Ang layo nun saan ang address ni Captain File doon?
Sir, the Custom Commissioner is sleeping in the barracks of Bureau of Customs, Your Honor.
Okay. Pagdating doon, gaano kalayo yon?
Sir, about less than an hour, sir, with no traffic at that time, Your Honor.
Okay, so 1 hour. Umabot ka doon.
Yes, sir.
Ilan ang hiningi mong lowa?
One lower, Your Honor.
Isang lowa.
Yes, sir.
For what bodega?
Hongpei Logistics, Your Honor.
Anong address?
3510 Astor Street, De Castro Subdivision, Paso de Blas, Valenzuela City, Your Honor.
At yun ang sinabi sa'yo ni Richard Chen, di ba?
That was the address given to me by Mr.
Yun ang
Richard.
pinag-usapan ninyo ni Richard Chen.
Yes, Your Honor.
Pero, ang sabi sa inyo, no sulat or no report doon sa China. Huwag mo kumpuin. Pagdating doon, excuse me, pagdating doon sa ninyo kay Richard Chen, sabi niya sa Bautista. Tama? O sa Aster?
He is also providing us an address at 3050 F. Bautista Street, sir.
No. Ang sinabi sa iyo ng China ay sa Bautista yung darating. Tama o hindi?
Sir, initially, sir, that information was not provided
I
to
will
me.
read it to you. It was provided. Can I have that, please? Can I have it? Nakalagay doon sa Bautista. Napuno na eh. Here. I have it here. Ito. The shipment will come from a port in Xiamen, China, from Zhang Xiaohui. The shipment might be declared as a general merchandise before the BOC. Suspected cargoes may already have arrived. This arrived on the 25th. Alright? Pero ang report mo, mamaya sabihin ko sa'yo, possible contact person who can help assist in determining other information is Richard Chen, Taiwanese. Right? Richard Chen can be connected to cell phone number. Binigay dito. Mr. Chen is the owner of the warehouse where the cargoes are stored. The address on the shipment box is 3050 F. Bautista, Ugong. And yet, in spite of all this complete information, you never asked them for anything else. Sino nagpadala? Tinanong niyo ba? Tinanong niyo ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sino sinabi nila?
At that time, Your Honor, Mr. Chen cannot...
No. Pinadala kayo ng China. Saying, telepono. You don't even, sabi niyo, telepono. You should have checked. Sino ang nagbigay ng information? Ha? At, anong sinabi nila? Wala. In other words, you just use this information, correct?
No, sir. I followed the information provided. As I've mentioned earlier, sir, the information provided was that there's a possible contact person that can provide us the lead. And that number points to Mr. Richard Chen. So I called Mr. Richard Chen and requested him to meet up or have a link up. So I can interview him, sir, and validate the information initially provided to me by my counterpart from China. So when I met Mr. Chen inside his car, inside his van, somewhere in Valenzuela City...
Where exactly in Valenzuela?
Within the vicinity of Pure Gold, Valenzuela City.
Why did you have to meet in his car?
Again, sir?
Why did you have to meet in his car?
Sir, at that time, sir,
What
Mr.
time
Chen...
was that?
Around 1:20 in the morning, Your Honor.
1:20 in the morning. In his car.
Yes, sir.
Why did you have to meet him in the car?
Sir, Mr. Chen is afraid of his life and his safety, and he do not know us personally. That's why he requested that I be accompanied by a Chinese-speaking person.
Which you requested from the NBI, kuno?
Yes, sir. I initially...
Was it provided to you?
Sir, at that time, sir, they also failed to provide it to me, sir.
So it was not provided by the NBI. So kumuha ka na ng Chinese. How do you know he spoke Mandarin, Hokkien, Cantonese?
Sir, it was that information was provided to us by our counterpart.
I have the stenographic notes because you said it was all verbal.
Yes, sir.
Sent to a certain Rodias ba yun? And nakalagay dito, unkompleto. The owner is helping us but nervous. Please contact with him and promise that you will not punish him and protect him. He will inform you the detailed address of the warehouse. He is waiting. The real suspect could be Ming Zun Ming Junzu, correct?
Yes, sir.
And Fidel Anoche D.
That's
Correct.
correct. That's correct, Your Honor.
Correct. Binigay ba sa'yo ni Anthony Chen yun? Ni Richard Chen?
Sir, it was provided to me, and when I saw the box, that name was written on top of the box, Your Honor.
So, anong ginawa mo? Kumuha ka na ng ELOA.
Yes, sir.
And you got it by 2:30 or 3 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
Kagad binigay sa'yo?
It was transported to me, Your Honor.
Ha?
It was sent to me, Your Honor.
Sent to you. I thought you went to the office.
Sir, I did not anymore go back to the office. I stayed in that area and supervised the operation, Your Honor.
What operation?
Believing, Your Honor, that the information is really accurate and confirmed, I decided not anymore to leave the area of Valenzuela City, Your Honor, because I'm thinking at that time, Your Honor, the drug syndicate might, or the information might have leaked, and the drugs might have slipped the warehouse of Mr. Richard Chen. So I decided to be in the area, Your Honor, so that I can secure the area
Ikaw
of
lang.
logistics. No, Your Honor, I brought at least 3 tactical teams with me, Your Honor.
3 tactical teams
Yes, Your
to
Honor.
talk to Mr. Chen.
Your Honor, I was the only one who talked to Mr. Chen with the Chinese interpreter beside me, who is also a CIS operative. And then the 2 tactical teams,
What is the name of that operative?
Sir, Mr. Stanley Pascual.
I want him subpoenaed here. Charlie Pascual.
Stanley Pascual, Your
Stanley
Honor.
Pascual.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Having done that,
Yes, Your Honor.
you, according to your statement, to your report, sabi mo nagpunta ka kay Commissioner Faeldon at kumuha ka ng LOA. Correct?
Sir, I called Commissioner Faeldon and briefed him about the situation and requested Commissioner Faeldon for the issuance of letter of authority. I did not went back to BOC,
You did
Your
not
Honor.
go back, you mean?
Yes, sir.
So you got the LOA from him.
Yes, Your Honor.
Pinadala sa'yo. Finax, pinadala, in-email.
It was emailed to us, Your Honor.
Oh, really? May email ka? May dala kang kuno? Sa telepono mo dala kinuha?
Sir, it was emailed to us, Your Honor, and we retrieved it from the office of Hongpei Logistics, Your Honor.
So nakapasok na kayo?
Mr. Richard Chen accompanied us in his office, Your Honor.
Sa Hongbei?
Yeah,
So kasama mo na
just the
si
office, Your Honor.
Richard Chen.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hindi na siya natakot, uhulihin nyo na.
Well,
Hindi
I
na siya
gave,
mako-compromise.
I gave him all the assurances, Your Honor, because at that time, sir, I'm playing a good cop to him so that he will reveal to us everything that he knows about the drug shipment, Your Honor.
All right, so when you got there, you also had time to get dogs. What time did you get the dogs?
At the same time that we are conducting, that we are waiting for the lower, Your Honor, I requested Mr. Richard Chen to give us all the office files that he has as regards to all the shipment, Your Honor.
No. I was talking about dogs.
Dogs.
Aso.
I'm sorry.
Nagpakuha ka ng aso.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yan
I'm
ang
sorry.
nakalagay doon sa iyong sinulat. Aso. A-S-O. Dog. Aso.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Sir, I requested narcotics dog from the Bureau of Customs, Your Honor.
So, gaano katagal bago dumating yung aso?
At around, I think it was already, I forgot that timeline, Your Honor, but just in time that we were doing the inspection, Your Honor.
Alright. Dumating na yung aso. Nagpunta na kayo doon kay Hongpei. Saan sa Hongpei? Anong address?
3510 Astor Street.
So, Aster na.
Apo.
So, doon kayo nagpunta. Pagpasok nyo sa Aster, ano nakita nyo?
Sir, initially, we went to the office when we requested Mr. Chen about the documents. So,
Di ba tinuro sa iyo yung 5 crates?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Sir, after that, I recognize the 5 wooden crates to be the subject of our investigation.
Why? Did you see it before?
No, sir. It was provided to us, sir. The information was provided to us that it could possibly in a wooden crate with a metal seal roller inside, Your Honor.
Why? You have X-ray vision?
Sir, you can see it, sir, from the crate, Your Honor. The wooden crate, Your Honor, is boxed. Then when we open the crate, Your Honor, from the top of that wooden crate, you will see the metal roller, Your Honor. I have pictures on slide, Your Honor.
Alright. Ang naka-declare ano?
Doon po sa specific shipment na yan, sir, ang naka-declare po, sir, ay mostly kitchenware, Your Honor.
Kitchenware.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sapatos.
Yes, sir.
Correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Footwear, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, pero sabi mo, nakita mo kaagad yung wooden, yung tubo? Yung roller, nakita mo kaagad? Nakabukas na?
Inside the wooden crate, Your Honor, is a solid metal roller, Your
Kaya
Honor.
nga tinanong kita, do you have x-ray vision? Sabi mo, nakalawit na eh. Nakalabas na.
The wooden crate, Your Honor, is already in the floor of the warehouse, Your Honor.
Of course. Alam ka naman nasa langit yung doon sa warehouse. Nasa baba. Ang sabi mo, nakalawit na yung tubo.
Sir, ito po yung metal crate, Your Honor.
Tama.
Yes,
Yan
sir.
ang litrato no, makuha na nung binuksan nyo.
Opo,
Tama.
sir. Yes, sir.
So hindi mo nakita nakalawit yung tubo. Otherwise, nakalagay doon sa misdeclaration niya na footwear, lumabas, nakalawit na yung tubo. Di ba nalaman nyo kagad na hindi yon? Tama o hindi?
Tama, Your Honor.
Oh, so, hindi nakalawit. Nakasara yung box. Tama?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ikaw ba lang talaga ang kasama doon o sinabi mo lang kasama ka kahit hindi ka kasama doon?
Sir, I was the one supervising the operation.
Alright, binuksan nyo yung crate. Tama?
Tama po, Your Honor.
Nakaharap yung barangay captain?
Andun po si Mr. Chen, Your Honor.
O, siya lang binuksan nyo?
Opo, sir.
Nung binuksan nyo, nakita nyo na yung tubo.
Opo, sir.
So, misdeclaration na kagad.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sinalungkat nyo yung sapatos, sinalungkat nyo lahat.
Meron pong nakalagay din ko sir, na mold dun sa declaration. But at that time, Your Honor, I do not see it as a mold.
So, nakita nyo yung tubo.
Yes, Your
O,
Honor.
nabuksan mo yung tubo.
Yes, Your Honor.
Paano mo binuksan?
Sir, initially, sir, we tried to open it by using available instruments that we have. We tried it by a knife, by a bareta.
Bakit mo pinibuksan yung tubo?
Your Honor, there is a strong indicator that there is really something inside that metal roller. When we check, Your Honor, this metal roller weighs about, normally without anything inside, weighs about 200.
So,
only.
binuhat mo?
No, Your Honor. We
Ano?
check it through, I think, sir, one of my staff tried to check it through the internet that this metal roller weighs about 200.
200 what? Pounds? Grams? What?
200 kilos, Your Honor.
Aba, mabigat yun.
Opo, Your Honor.
Oh.
But the actual
So,
declaration...
pinilit nyo ng buksan pagkatapos nun.
Yes, Your Honor.
Di ba totoo, sabi mo sa papel mo, na yung aso, humarap doon sa case, nag-positive na may droga doon?
Yes, Your Honor.
Pinapalabas mo na, hindi mo ginamit yung aso eh.
Sir, ginamit din po, sir, yung aso, sir.
Oh, ngayon, pahabol. O, nung nabuksan nyo, ano nakuha nyo?
Sir, we initially saw a plastic...
After how many
plastic
hours?
bag. Sir, it took us almost 3 hours just to open...
sa papel mo, nakalagay 4 hours.
Between 3 to 4
By the
hours.
time you opened it, what time was it?
It was already in the morning, Your Honor, between 6 to 7, Your Honor.
6 to 7.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ano oras kayo dumating doon sa bodega? Hinintay nyo
Around-
pa yung aso eh. Alas
around,
2, tamo, alas 3.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh. Andiyan ba si Mr. Tibayan? Ikaw may-ari ng aso, di ba? Mag-aalaga ng aso sa customs?
Bureau of Customs po.
Ha?
Under po sa Enforcement and Security Service, Your Honor.
Sorry?
Under po sa Enforcement and Security Service.
Kaya
Your
nga,
Honor.
pero ikaw ang kasama doon?
Hindi po, sir.
So anyway, beside the point, right now, I just wanted to know that you're here. Nung binuksan mo yung tubo, nakita nyo yung shabu.
Yes, sir.
Ilan ang report mo?
Sir, we initially saw plastic bags containing a crystalline substance. So initially, sir, based on our past experience in operating against illegal drugs, we have indicators that this is really a shabu.
I'm not asking you about that. nakita niya yung Shabu. Sabi mo, ang galing mo eh, nakita mo yung crate, nakilala mo na kagad na galing ito sa barko, kahit na hindi mo alam. Hindi mo ginamit yung aso, ako parang sabi sa'yo, ginamit mo yung aso. Tapos pinilit yung buksan, pagbukas, nakita nyo puro supot ng puti, parang asukal ko, no? Ako na nagsasabi dyan. Di ba gano'n na issue na, no, kamo?
Yes,
Pero
Your Honor.
because of your experience, nakita mo, alam mong Shabu, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ilan ang bilang mo na nireport?
Sir, we initially counted the first cylinder about 120, Your Honor.
Sa isang cylinder, 120.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ilang cylinders?
There is a total 5 cylinders, Your Honor.
5. Nung binuksan nyo na lahat, ilan lahat?
There's a total of 605 plastic container bags, Your Honor.
605 bags. Anong ginawa mo pagkatapos?
Sir, the 505 were turned over to the National Bureau of Investigation for further investigation and
May
safekeeping.
NBI ka bang kasama nun?
The NBI, sir, I requested the NBI, sir, for their assistance, and they came to the area of
Before,
operation.
during, or after?
After, Your Honor.
After, tinawagan mo. Sino tinawagan mo doon?
Sir, it was actually Regional Director Lito Magno.
So wala pa
whom I
ng
called.
PIDEA all the while?
No, Your Honor. Commissioner Nicanor Faeldon, I was informed that also coordinated with the Police Director General La Peña of PIDEA.
Yan ang lapay niya, nagpadala kayo ng tao doon.
Yes, Your Honor.
At nakita niyo yung 605 kilos, right?
Yes, Your Honor. I directed...
Nakita ng tao nyo?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sino ang tao nyo yan?
It's Director Wilkins Villanueva.
Is he here?
Yes, Your Honor.
Nakita nyo yan, Director?
Upon my arrival, mga
Yes or no? Anong oras?
Mga 1:30 na yun, dumating kami doon, sir.
Ng hapon?
On the 26th
Of the
May.
afternoon?
Yes, sir.
So nabuksan na lahat?
Nakalatag na, sir.
Nakalatag na, 605 kilos. Now, ang tanong ko, malapit na ako, lumipat, meron pa kayo nakuha sa Bautista, correct?
Actually, Your Honor...
yes or no first?
No, none, sir. It was brought, we brought that wooden crate to 3050 Bautista, Your Honor.
What are you talking about?
Sir, we conducted a controlled delivery, Your Honor, to the house, to the target residence of target warehouse at 3050 Bautista, Your Honor.
Hindi kayo lumalabas doon sa una, doon sa kay Richard Chen, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Alright? Paano ka napunta ngayon doon sa kabila, sa Bautista?
Sir, the address on top of the box is 3050.
That
with
is
the
also
name,
what is contained in the information you got.
Yes.
Bautista.
Yes, Your Honor.
So napunta kayo sa Bautista.
With the name of Mr. Anoche D, sir.
Kasama ka doon.
Yes, Your Honor. I went there, sir.
What time was that?
Sir, around in the afternoon, Your Honor, late afternoon, around 4 o'clock, Your Honor.
Kasama niyo ang PIDEA.
Yes, Your Honor.
At kayo na pumasok doon.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kinatok nyo, pinapasok kayo.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hindi ba totoo sa report ninyo na meron ng nauna doon? Ngayon mga units nyo na andun na?
No, Your Honor. We were just within the area, Your Honor, conducting surveillance because there are 2 addresses that bears the number 3050 Bautista, Your Honor.
But the truth of the matter is, in your report, nakalagay doon, nakalagay na, yung report ng isang kasama nyo doon, na nagsusurveillance na sila. Saan? Saan?
That's accurate, Your Honor. We conducted
That is accurate.
surveillance, Your Honor, while we
Pumasok
are...
kayo doon, binuksan nyo rin. Yung aso rin, tumahol. Andon.
Yes, sir, Your
May
Honor.
aso na kayong dala doon.
Yes, Your Honor.
At nakita nyo, another cylinder.
That was the same cylinder that we brought to the 3050 Bautista, Your Honor.
What are you talking about?
Sir,
Dinala nyo lahat yung
sir-
container doon sa kabila?
Sir, if you may allow me, sir, to explain the background of that, Your Honor. Sir,
I can only rely on your preliminary report.
Yes, Your Honor.
May report ka na eh.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ang report mo, nakakuha ka ng 605. Pagpunta mo sa kabila, nakakuha pa kayo ng 100. Yes,
Your
that's the
Your
report.
Honor,
Mr. Chair. Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman.
Yes,
if
go
I
ahead.
may. Thank you. Mr. Chairman, if if I may continue, this will be very brief, but it's related to what you're talking about already. So, based on my time, when they raided the first warehouse, you said 6, lima lang, 5 boxes, di ba? Ang inabutan nyo, 5 lang, 5 cylinders lang, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Hindi 6, saka hindi kagad yung 604 doon. Okay, now that issue will be taken up by the chair and perhaps some of the others, some of the other members of the Senate. My issue is with the PIDEA. What time did you inform PIDEA about this raid and this event that is about to happen?
Around, I will check my phone of the specific time, and second, I called the Director General. Because once I was informed that there was initial indicators that there is indeed a drugs in that shipment, I took upon me to call the Director of PIDEA, Director General Sid Peña, and inform him if he can send his operatives to the area so that these drugs can be worked with by two agencies, as it's already confirmed that this is drugs, so the PIDEA has to come in.
So when they were conducting the raid to the warehouse, hindi sinabi ni Mr. Chen o nung kung sino pang impormasyon na nagbigay sa inyo na droga yon? O droga yon? Alam nyo ng droga yung laman?
Sir, Mr. Chair, Your Honors, the information provided to us indicates a very strong indicators that that information is really accurate.
Kaya nga, droga.
Yes, sir, Your
Sabi,
Honor.
methamphetamine, hydrochloride.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. 2 a.m. Pinuntahan nyo na. So before that, prepared kayo, alam nyo na. Alam nyo yung droga. Bakit 10:39 ng umaga nung i-text nyo si ang PIDEA?
Your Honor, at that time, sir, as I've mentioned earlier, Your Honor, it took us about 3 to 4 hours just to open one metal cylinder of that 5 crates, Your Honor.
Pero nung gabi pa lang, yung informasyon na binigay sa inyo, ang possibility, droga
Excuse me, Sandali,
May 25 pa lang ng gabi.
With all respect, isang tubo took you 3 to 4 hours,
Yes, Your Honor.
but there were 5 na tubo.
Yes, Your Honor.
So that's 20 hours.
No, Your Honor,
15 hours.
when we found out how to really open it using a metal grinder, Your Honor, it became a bit easier on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and 5th, Your Honor.
O, so mabilis na.
Yes, Your Honor, upon acquisition of a metal grinder, Your Honor.
Alright, going back. So, hindi nyo muna sinabihan ng PIDEA kahit alam nyo ng droga. 10:30, yung past 10:30 na umaga, nung ipaalam ninyo, parang hindi kaya kulang yung otoridad nyo ron na nakalabas na sa inyo May 17 lumabas yung shipment May 17, di ba? Tama ba?
Your Honor, initially when I received the information, I immediately coordinated with the National Bureau of Investigation because I believe, Your Honor,
The National Bureau of Investigation is not authorized really by law. It should be the PIDEA. That's my beef Kaya ako sinasabi ito Hindi kayo nag-coordinate You did not inform PIDEA right away I wonder why. Yun ang pinagtatakahan ko. Bakit? 10:30 ng umaga, 25 pa lang ng hapon o gabi, alam nyo na droga yun, re-raidin ninyo. Alas 2 sa madaling araw, ni-raid ninyo. Hindi nyo sinabihan ng PIDEA. Okay. I hope the Narcotics Bureau of the Bureau of Customs should review Republic Act 9165. Para alam nyo kagad, na-coordinated lagi sa PIDEA yung mga ganyan. Alright, and then information should be given to them. Now, tutuluyan ko ng konti. 5 cylinders lang muna. Yung isang cylinder sa ibang warehouse nyo nakuha. Tama? Doon sa control delivery sinasabi nyo sa second.
Your Honor, total are 5 cylinders, all aboard the Hongpei Logistics Warehouse.
Correct.
The address at 3050 F. Bautista, Your Honor, is the address provided also by our counterpart in China, and also the address with the name of Mr. Anochidi placed on the box, wooden
Yun yung-
crate.
okay. Oh,
So we decided, Your Honor, to conduct a controlled delivery because we are after the principal suspect, Mr. the Taiwanese
Hindi.
guy.
Okay, okay.
Actually, Your Honor,
Mr. Colonel Estrella, sinasabi ko, hindi tama yung kanina na napapag-usapan dito na 604 kilos yung nando doon. 500 lang. 100 doon yung nakuha sa Bautista. Tapos dinala nyo na rin doon magkakasama.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, pero nung puntahan yung 600 sa Bautista, kasama na PIDEA doon. Kasi hapon yun na ginawa yung raid.
Yes, Your Honor. We were
Alright.
with PIDEA, Your Honor.
Okay, ngayon, nung hapon na yon, saan napunta ngayon yung 100 na kasama ng PIDEA sa pagkaka-raid?
Sir, PIDEA took custody of the 100 plastic bags of
Dali sa konting detail lang at importante ito eh. Dati kong involved sa PIDEA eh. Yung mga asong ginamit nyo para amuyin yung mga dinadala nyo. Sabi mo you brought along sniffing dogs and pinakuha mo at chinek yung 5 cylinder. May naamoy ba yung mga aso o talagang based na lang doon sa information sa'yo na droga yung laman?
Sir, our canine dogs manifested positive indications of dangerous drugs presence, Your Honor.
Okay. Ano yung mga aso yan? Who trained your dogs?
Sir, may I refer you, sir, to the supervisors of the canine dogs?
Director Tibayan.
Your Honor, our dogs emanated from bidding. Ang nanalo po yung Simog.
So nabili ninyo yan sa Simo?
Hindi po. Nag-bidding po para the services to use their dogs.
Accredited ba yan ng PIDEA?
Yes, sir.
Yung Simo?
I think so, Your Honor.
Brad, accredited ba?
I will check our records, Your Honor, with your permission.
You're not familiar?
Not familiar, Your Honor.
Kasi pag hindi accredited ng PIDEA, ibig sabihin niyan, hindi marunong umamoy yung mga asong yan. Why? Because SIMO is not authorized to have illegal drugs. And the only way to train dogs is to have illegal drugs. So it has to be trained by PIDEA. The dogs have to be trained by PIDEA. Otherwise, those dogs are showmanship. Hindi ba? Pang showmanship lang. So, walang naamoy yan. I know because we had a hard time before buying dogs eh. In PIDEA eh. Lahat na mabili namin, hindi marunong umamoy. Why? Because the trainers don't have illegal drugs. They're not authorized to have illegal drugs to train their dogs. Yun ang isa sa mga punto, Mr. Chair. Now, again, pagka ganitong issue, you have to go to PIDEA right away. Dapat coordinated kagad yung kilos. Magiging malinis din ang dating. Hindi ganito ang dating na ba't naka-green lane ito, ba't naka-ganyan. And then the procedure that you're saying, yung normal process ninyo ng shipment, yung green lane, red lane, yellow lane, encoded, computer ang pumili. Eh kayo, tao nag-encode eh. Tao nag-encode eh. Kaya talagang hindi pwedeng reliable yon. Anyway, Mr. Chair, I think Senator Lacson took up some of these very valid points. So I will confine myself to that at the moment and give up my time. Thank you.
I just want to finish my train of thought, if I may, with permission, my friend, with apologies. Ilan ba talaga nakuha nyo doon 605 kilos doon sa una sa Aster? Tapos, ginagamit mo yung controlled delivery loosely. Ano ba ang definition niya ng controlled delivery?
Your Honor, I understand that control...
No. Ano talaga ang definition? That's a law enforcement term.
Ako, may 2 cents worth. Alam kong controlled delivery. Sa customs, may information kayo, binayan nyo lumabas, sinundan ninyo, controlled delivery kasi from the moment na nag-land sa customs, alam nyo na meron drugs. So controlled, gusto niya makuha yung mastermind. In this case, kayo nag-deliver di ba, ng 100? So yun ang tawag niyo sa controlled delivery?
No, Your Honor, Hongpei Logistics was allowed to deliver that one box, Your Honor, under our
Under your
surveillance.
supervision.
Yes, Your Honor.
Pero huli nyo na yung 600 ba't i-deliver nyo pa yung 100?
At that time, Your Honor, the supposed consignee is calling Hongpei Logistics, and they wanted the delivery, the immediate delivery of those crates that they are supposed to be consigned to them. So at that time, Your Honor, we are thinking that the suspects are still aboard 3050 F. Bautista.
Sandali sabi mo, tumatawag yung kay Hongpei. Hinahanap nila yung cargo nila.
Yes, Your Honor.
So dapat nahuli niya yon, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sino yon?
Sir, at that time, Your Honor,
Si D?
Mr. Anoche D, sir, was the person inside that small storage facility, Your Honor.
So, I just want to be clear para maibigay ko na kay Senator Dillon kasi although meron pa ako yung 5 crates na binuksan nyo, 605 kilos ang laman nun.
Yes, Your Honor.
Huwag ka munang malikot. Punta tayo doon sa second destination sa Bautista. Saan nyo nakuha? Meron bang crate doon sa Bautista?
Your Honor, it was part of the 5 crates.
Yes or no?
Yes, Your Honor. The one that we delivered to F. Bautista, Your Honor.
Do not try to mislead us. You got 5 crates here. And then, the information you got from China is sa Bautista. Pumunta kayo ngayon doon para kunin nyo yung box na nandun. Pero inuulol mo ba kami? Sasabihin mo, dinala nyo doon tapos doon nyo nahuli yung kasama nyo nang nahuli? Ano at akala nyo sa amin? In other words, nagpunta kayo doon para hulihin nyo yung isang box, yung crate na nandun. Tama o hindi?
No, Your Honor. That's not the intent, Your Honor.
Oh, what is the intent?
The intent, Your Honor,
Moro-moro kayo?
No, sir. As I was explaining to you, Your Honor, there was a consistent call coming from the supposed consignee of those 5 crates, Your Honor. And those 5 crates, accordingly to the caller, they need it immediately to be delivered to their supposed storage at 3050 F. Bautista. So, Your Honor, while we are receiving, because this is a continuing operation, Your Honor, while we are receiving said information, I immediately dispatch teams to conduct surveillance in that area. And what we found out, Your Honor, is that initially we found an address 3050 to be a very big warehouse, Your Honor, well-fenced and well-guarded. But as we further conduct investigation and surveillance, Your Honor, this is not actually the supposed warehouse. So, ang naloloko po sa atin dito, Your Honor, is the supposed consignee. They gave us an address, 3050, but actually, there are 2 3050 in that area, Your Honor.
Yeah, I understand. Tinapasyal mo ako Babasahin ko sa ito Affidavit of seizing officer, a certain Oliver Valiente. On the afternoon, the team then proceeds to their respective targets. Upon arrival in Barangay Ugong, a member of the team districtly cased the area. Yan tinatanong ko sa kayo in order to verify the correct address. After several minutes, he called that he found the place and he was tasked to return to our vehicle. I then called Director Estrella to inform him that the address is not fictitious. Yun na. Alright? And asked for guidance. He instructed the team to wait for the delivery because they only expected 4 crates in Paso de Blas containing voluminous amount of suspected shabu, and it is 1 crate short based on the import documents at hand, and that it is possible that the other one is on transit for delivery for the location. We then wait for the possible, sa kanyang English yun, di sa akin we then wait for the possible delivery. And after several hours of waiting, a delivery van entered the street leading to the address of Fidel D. I was tasked to follow the van to verify if it will go to the target address, and indeed, it went therein. I closely monitored the movement therein. Upon seeing that a wooden crate was unloaded from the van, I called our team leader, Joel Pinawin, and told him to proceed because I saw a crate unloaded from the van. Binaba na dun sa van and placed inside the warehouse. Immediately thereafter, the rest of the team arrived. Joel Pinawin knocked on the door and a male individual opened and asked if he is with LD, and he answered in the positive. Pinawin then explained to him the purpose of our intrusion and asked him to sign our LOA, which he voluntarily complied. Alright? Sa makatwid, may nag-deliver na van nung isang crate.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Oh, sino yon?
Your Honor,
Ang pagkaintindi ko sa control delivery, tama yung sinasabi ni Senator Lacson. Pagka control delivery, sabi rin doon sa China, sundan ninyo. Hintayin nyo makadating. Para pagdating doon, nandun na yung mga kukuha, magre-receive, bubuklatin nila. Pag buklat, bam! Huli! Huli lahat. Ang sinasabi mo ngayon, kanina, kayo pa nag-deliver. Pero ngayon, dito sa affidavit ito, mayroong van. Don't tell me, ikaw yung nasa van. Dadagdagan ko na yung pangalan mo ng Bandido.
Your Honor, that van we arranged that delivery, Your Honor. Intelligence Officer Valiente is not privy to the delivery of the van because he belongs to another tactical team conducting surveillance, Your Honor, in another area. Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, as was said earlier, we supervise that delivery believing that the principal
Which
suspect...
delivery are you supervising? Yung kay Valiente?
The one that Valiente sees at 3050 F. Bautista, Your Honor.
Kayo yun?
Same team, Your Honor,
No,
but
kayo
with
yun.
PIDEA. BOC
Kasi
operatives.
sabi mo, control delivery nyo eh. Ang definition mo, dinala nyo. Kinontrol nyo yung delivery. Para kayo nanguha ng crate, dinala nyo doon. Pero dito, another van, inabangan niya, naghintay siya ng ilang oras, ba't pa siya maghihintay ng ilang oras? Nakuha nyo na eh. Ngayon, dadali nyo, tabo, para mahuli nyo si Lee. O, dinala nyo nga.
Sir, they waited for hours because we were actually, sir,
Kala ko sabi mo nangungulit na si Lee, kaya dinala nyo na kagad doon.
Sir, yes, sir. We were playing with the Mr. Anoche D because we're still waiting for the forklift, sir, to unload that metal plate, Your Honor. That's an additional information, Your
This is
Honor.
really the gang who can't shoot straight. Either you're incompetent or you are corrupt. That's the whole point here. Nakakalusot sa green lane yung prima para, tinutulungan ng mga tropa ninyo na alaga ninyo, meron na kayong lahat na nahandon, incompetence, nahuli na may pula, nilagay pa sa berde, meron akong papel dyan, nahuli na lang sa pula, nilagay pa sa green lane. Paglabas, di nyo hinintay ang PIDEA, kayo nang huli, pagkatapos sasabihin nyo, iba na naman ang istorya. Ang conclusion dyan, kahit nasabi kanino ko ikwento, either customs is incompetent or corrupt. Which means, kung kayo sundalo, and I presume you were a soldier once upon a time, and captain, you were a soldier once upon a time, kung nagkalat ang sundalo, either you replace him because he cannot handle the battle conditions that he's under it. You replace him with another officer. I'm sorry. I don't want to hurt anybody here. Pero ang lumalabas dito, inayos na dyan, we spent 90 million for this system that you did not use at lumabas 6.5 billion while a lot of people are dying, a lot of people, the police are fighting, dadagdagan nyo pa ng 700,000 kilograms ang merkado. Ngayon ang tanong, ilan pa ang lumabas na hindi natin alam? Yan ang problema namin dito. Ilan pa ang lumabas? Kaya nagimbal kami lahat dito. Paano makakapagpalabas tapos hindi pa maayos ang paghuli? At paano kayo nakakalusot sa green lane? Yun ang paliwanag nyo rito.
Mr. Chair, with your permission.
I will now...
Just a suggestion, just a motion,
Go ahead,
Mr.
go
Chair.
ahead.
With the permission of Senator Drilon. Just a suggestion for the committee. Hingiin po natin lahat ng nilista sa green lane. Kasi malamang kung may nakalusot, as Senator Lacson said, malamang meron din doon na hindi qualified, na hindi dapat nandun. Hingiin po natin lahat yon.
That's part of the request we did long time before. Lahat na nasa green lane, ibigay nyo sa amin for the last several months. Because makikita natin doon yung incompetent, yung hindi pwede...
Meron na po ako, Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
May listahan na po ako.
O yun pala eh. Kaya mabilis talaga si General Lacson eh. Kaya, paano eh. Senator Dillon, with my profuse thanks for your patience.
May pasensya naman talaga ako eh.
Naks. Alam ko yung matagal na tayo magkakilala.
All right, just, you know, in the course of the questions, so many facts are brought out and there are many questions that are unanswered. So let me just go through it just for my benefit at para din sa kaalaman ng ating mga kababayan. Unang-unak, ulitin lang natin, kailan pumasok itong kontrabandong ito? Just for the record, kailan pumasok? May 25, 2017. Tama po ba yun? 2017. Kailan dumating?
It arrived the Philippines, Your Honor, 23 May 2017, Your Honor.
23, May 23.
No,
kailan
Mr.
dumating?
Estrella, you don't know what you're talking about.
Oh.
Nirelease nyo May 23, dumating May 17. Ni-raid nyo May 26. Tinawagan kayo May 25. You don't even know your timeline.
I'll give you another chance to answer. Kailan, kung ang basic question, kailan dumating sa ating bansa itong kontrabandong ito? Yan ang unang tanong. Hindi mo alam?
Sir, I have here, Your Honor, I'm just confirming it, Your Honor.
O sige. Just keep on looking. Mr. Faeldon, ito ba you said at the start of the hearings, you take full responsibility for all of this
17 May.
malfeasance, neglect, corruption?
Your Honor.
Ito ba, sandali lang, ano pangalan mo? Australia. Mr. Faeldon, you said at the start, I took note of it, I quote and unquote, I take full responsibility for the shipments. Are you standing by that
Yes,
statement?
sir. Yes, sir. And all the drugs that comes into the country that we fail to apprehend is my responsibility.
Sige. You take full responsibility. From what you have heard, what do you believe that nothing untoward or corrupt happened here?
I'm relying much on the result of the investigations done by the CIIS, by the Customs Investigation and Intelligence Service. So that's why I'm giving him the floor to explain the whole thing of the processes of this.
Let's go back to that later on,
Yes,
Collector Felder. Just to go back to Mr. Estrella. So when did the shipment get into the country? That's the first question.
Yes, Your Honor. Sir, per our record, Your Honor, the filing of import entry of certain shipment C129547 arrived 17 May 2017, Your Honor.
May 17. So tama si Senator Lacson. May 17 pumasok. All right? So, kailan lumabas sa customs?
Truck departed Customs jurisdiction, Your Honor, 23 May 2017 at around 10:08 in the evening, Your Honor.
May 23. All right. All right. Yeah, I wanted to test his... So May 23 nyo lumabas ito. Through the green lane or super green lane?
Just the green lane, Your Honor.
Green lane. All right. I guess the policy issue is when did you, I'm sorry, before that, when did you receive the information na mayroong shabu na darating?
I received the information, Your Honor, at around 11 p.m. of 25 May 2017, Your Honor.
So after the shipment was released?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, you confirmed that it was released on through the green lane. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, what are the standards that would be in place for a shipment to go through a green lane or for the broker to have the privilege of having the shipment go through the green lane?
Can I answer that, sir?
Please.
Yes, sir. As I explained a while ago, sir, upon entry, upon lodgement of entry, sir, through the system will randomly select green, yellow, or red. However, sir, there are certain parameters that could be done.
All right, this system will direct whether red, yellow, or green.
Yes, sir.
What is inputted in the system which would prompt the system to make that classification?
Yes, sir.
Is the length of time that the broker has done business with the customs one of the factors?
That could be a parameter, sir, depending.
That would be
yes, sir.
a parameter. What about the amount of duties and taxes paid? That would be a
That
parameter.
could be also considered as a parameter, sir.
Now, in the particular case of EMT trading, why did they have the privilege of getting the cargoes that they handle through the green lane?
Because the RMO Risk Management Office failed, sir, to input the data, sir, of
So
the
they
EMT.
failed to input the data. In
Yes,
other
sir.
words, if the data was properly inputted, EMT could not have used the green lane.
There's a possibility, sir, that it could not have used,
Answer
sir.
me,
Yes, sir.
please. If the proper data was inputted, EMT could not have gone through the green lane. Correct or not?
There's a possibility, sir.
What?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, yan. You know, if you just answer the questions, hindi tayo tatagal eh. Para bagang may tinatago kayo.
None, sir.
Oh, none. Sige, mabuti naman. Ngayon, in the particular case of EMT trading, you said that they were able to use the green lane because there were
Parameters, sir.
There was no correct input.
Yes, sir.
Now, who makes this input?
It's the Risk Management Officer.
The Risk Management Office. The Risk Management Office is headed by Mr. Laribert Hilario.
Yes, sir.
So that he is the one who is responsible for having that input into the computer.
Yes, sir.
So if he fools around with the input, lulusot talaga pupunta sa green lane. Tama? Hindi.
Yes, sir.
Ha?
There's a big possibility, sir, that it will go to green
No,
lane.
sinabi mo na kanina na pag mali yung input, the classification will go from red to green.
But there's also a random selection, sir.
Alright.
That's why some of it were red and some of it were yellow, sir.
Now, in the particular case of EMT trading, obviously, there was a wrong input.
Yes, sir.
Was it, in your investigation, Commissioner Peldon, was this input deliberate or was through negligence? Because this apparently is the start of everything. Ito ba'y sinadya o talagang gago lang ang nag-input?
Yes, sir. I called the RMO officers to brief me the details of how this risk management system functions. And what is very glaring there is that the head of RMO, who has the control, because he's the only one who has the password to put those access to input those parameters. So for the case of EMT, there is an existing parameter when he assumed office. The Honorable Senator Lacson is correct. The existing parameter when he assumed office were two that could classify EMT on the red. One is as a new importer. Every new importer, our system should supposed to be indicated in the papers of all new importers. Pag nilagay mo yan as dun sa parameters, because it's already in the parameters, nilagay mo yan dun sa papers ng EMT, automatically the risk management system will...
Kung may entry, Commissioner Feldon, that EMT trading is a new importer, automatically red yan.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now,
Number two, sir,
number two,
that this RMO failed to input in the system is that EMT is a sole proprietor.
Sole proprietor.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
So it was already among the parameters when he assumed office. So the chief RMO who has control, who has the access in this system, should also have included that.
All right.
So there are two
all right.
parameters already.
Okay, sige. Liwanag na maliwanag. Kung ipinasok ng Mr. Hilario yung the fact that EMT is a new importer, that it is a sole proprietor, automatically red lane ang lahat ng mga transaction na hawak ng EMT Trading. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, so obviously, Mr. Lambert Hilario is key here, and unfortunately he is not around. By the way, is it true that Hilario is still reporting in the customs, according to the information of Senator Lacson?
I would like to find out whether that is true, but we have summoned him
Yeah,
because on May 30, as soon as this information has come up, I called him in my office. This is the first time I have a personal discussions with him, and I told him right in his face, Attorney Hilario, I am suspending you effective today.
May 30.
May 30?
May 30.
Yes, I called him in my office. I told him I am suspending you effective today because I will be conducting an investigation against you on how you have worked in your office. So that's why he was suspended. I suspended him. I told him that, and I even told him, find a good lawyer because we have a strong case indicating that you have a neglect of your duty.
Now,
That is how I deal with
do
him.
you know for a fact, according to Senator Lacson, do you know for a fact that Attorney Hilario continues to be seen in the customs premises?
I will find
Yes
out,
or
sir.
no?
I will find out, sir.
Who knows?
Senator Dillon,
Yes, go ahead.
was your verbal suspension order followed by a written or official suspension order?
I immediately recommended his replacement. That's why his
No.
replacement.
Sinabi mo, verbally, sinabihan mo, you're suspended, effective today. Sinundan mo ba ito ng written suspension order? Yung official talagang suspension order?
In that day, sir, no, sir, because I consulted with our lawyers. They need a prima that is their advice to me.
And that
before
could be the
it's-
reason why he's still reporting, because he has not received any formal suspension order. Anyway, that's all.
I will find out that, Your Honors.
Yes. Since he has not received any official suspension order, it is the information of Senator Lacson could be entirely accurate that he is still reporting for work. Is that possible? Is that possible, Mr. Feldon? Is it possible that indeed Hilario is still reporting for work?
In July 10, sir, when we conducted a forensic of our system, he tried to do the parameters. So he went in that office because ginalaw niya yung system in July 10.
Ginalaw niya yung,
Yes, trying to make it appear that those parameters he failed to input prior to the delivery ay nagawa niya. But our forensic investigation shows that those parameters were only inputted in July 10. So clearly, there is an attempt to cover up that he failed to put these parameters prior to the shipment, Your Honors.
Okay, now, so he still continued to work as of July 10.
As far as I'm concerned, that is my instruction was for him to immediately vacate his office. We have a replacement already.
But
The process of
you just said that he was there and had new inputs on July 10.
yes, Your Honor, that's why I was shocked. He could be the only one who have the interest of putting those parameters. That is my assumption. No one has given that to me, that information. But when I investigated, that is what I have found out.
Now, so this is a system where human intervention can override what is supposed to be automatic and inside the computer. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
So, what's the use of all of the system when human intervention, as you just testified, could override the system.
Your Honor,
As
if
in
I
the
may...
case of EMT, obviously, the failure, deliberate, I would suspect, failure to input the parameters was obviously deliberate in order to allow the green lane privilege of EMT. Is that correct?
Human can intervene with the inputting of
Yes.
these parameters. It's
Yes.
really an employee who has to put those parameters.
Correct. And only Hilario has access to that system.
Yes, Your Honor. As far as
Okay.
I know, Your Honor.
So where is Mr. Hilario being investigated by the NBI? Is there any statement that you secured from Mr. Hilario? Yes? NBI?
NBI?
Good afternoon, Your Honors.
For the record, you are?
Did you just arrive? No, kanina pa yan eh.
Can you just state
I
your name?
am representing the NBI Director, Your
Yes.
Honor.
And you are? What's your name?
Deputy Director Vicente de Guzman.
Vicente de Guzman. O sige. Have you investigated Hilario?
Insofar as the team who
Pakisagot na lang.
yes, Your
Naimbestigahan niyo
Honor,
ba si
we
Hilario?
already had his statement.
Yes, his statement. Do we have a copy of that statement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can we provide? Have we been provided with that or not yet? Has Hilario can we give us a copy of the statement?
Meron nga.
Meron
Inapakuha
na?
na natin eh. May statement yan.
Sa
NBI.
All right. Now, by the way, the name Robert Chen has been mentioned several. Richard Chen. Is he the one who operates the two warehouses? Does he own these two warehouses? Does Richard Chen own these two warehouses where this contraband was found? Yes? Mr. Gambala?
Sir,
I'm sorry,
Mr. Chen owns the Hongfei Logistics Warehouse in 3510 Astor Street in De Castro Subdivision, Valenzuela City. Whereas the other warehouse is not a legitimate warehouse, but just a storage facility, Your Honor.
And who owns it?
Accordingly, sir, the person who is staying there as caretaker and acting as the one of the staff of a certain Taiwanese national is Mr. Anoche D, Your Honor. Fidel Anoche D.
And Peter Alonso. Now, the statement of Mark Ruben Taguba says that the two warehouses of Philippine Hongfei Logistics are owned and operated by Chen Julong, also known as Richard Tan. Is Richard Chen the same as Chen Julong?
That's the information that we have, Your Honor.
So he is. So he owns the two warehouses. You do not know that.
Just the first warehouse, Your Honor.
Mr. Taguba, si Richard Chen ba ang mayari nitong dalawang warehouses nito?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ha?
Yes, Your Honor.
No. So, kilala mo raw ba si Richard Chen?
Si Kenneth Dong lang po.
Ha?
Si Kenneth Dong lang, Your Honor.
Ano raw?
Kenneth Dong lang kilala mo?
Yes, sir.
Si Richard Chen, hindi mo kilala?
Ha? Si Kenneth Dong, kilala
Kenneth Dong
mo?
lang po.
Paano mo nakilala si Kenneth Dong? Ulit?
Meron po akong common friend, si June Pineda po.
Common friend, si June Pineda. And who is June Pineda?
Also a middleman.
Also a middleman. Middleman. Oh, parang fixer. Ganun ba?
May kilala po silang kliyente.
Yun na ngayon, yung middleman.
Opo.
Fixer.
Opo.
Ha?
So ikaw rin, middleman ka? Middleman ka rin?
Ako po yung may-ari nung tracking po, Your Honor.
Mr. Chairman, obviously this fellow attorney Laribert Hilario is very crucial here. Can we ask that a subpoena be issued to him and that it be served through Commissioner Eldon, who said he takes full responsibility for this, and I assume producing Hilario is something that he would want to do. So we request that a subpoena be issued.
So ordered. The initial effort was for an invitation. Now it's going to be a subpoena. Thank you.
Now, a certain Fidel Anoche D and his sister received the illegal shipments. Is this correct? Tama ba ito?
I met Mr. Fidel Anoche D, Your Honor. Not the sister.
No, hindi
It
ko
was
naman
only
sinasabi-
Fidel Anoche D who received the shipment, Your Honor.
Again?
I only met Mr. Fidel Anoche D at 3050 F. Bautista, Your Honor.
So
Senator Rilon,
yeah, go ahead.
was it the first time that you met Mr. D?
Mr. D, Your
Doon-
Honor. Yes,
doon
sir.
sa
First time po.
Valenzuela? Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Now, is Mr. D and his sister in the custody of the NBI? Or have you called this Fidel Anoche D for questioning?
Your Honors, that's what the NBI is doing. We want to take the statement of the sister, but she is present now here. Your Honor.
The sister is there.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Chairman, the sister of Fidel Anoche D is present, who allegedly received the shipments.
Will you please stand up, please, to be recognized? Can you please take a seat and state your name? Come over and go in front of the microphone, please. For the record, we invited to the NBI Mr. Anoche D. And I think his picture appears here.
Ayan ba?
Ayan, nakalusot sa customs. Ayan,
Ha? Nakalusot sa customs.
Ayan. Ito.
Yeah, at your back I saw it. I see it also.
But did you do
Your
that?
Honors, for the information of this honorable office, we served the summon of Fidel Anoche, but he is under detention at the detention cell of Valenzuela City.
Under whose custody?
Valenzuela raw.
No,
Valenzuela City Jail, Your Honors.
Again?
Okay, Sherwin?
Under whose custody is Mr. D?
I think he is in the custody of the local police of Valenzuela,
Bakit doon?
Valenzuela City Jail.
Dapat sa PIDEA, di ba?
Because that is the result of the inquest that the PIDEA conducted during the arrest.
Okay. So, mayroon ng statement ito?
We have no
Have you investigated him yourself, sir?
Sir, it was the case conducted by the PIDEA.
Sir, have you investigated him, Sid?
With the permission of the chair, may I request
Yes, please.
Director Wilkins Villanueva, Your Honor, he was the man on the ground.
Director Villanueva, have you examined him?
Yes, Your Honor. We effected the arrest of Mr. Fidel D on the evening of May 26.
Does he own that warehouse?
The owner of the warehouse is the sister, the Emily D, which was leased by the two Taiwanese national.
So nilist ni Richard Chen.
Uh,
Sino pa isa?
No, it's not Mr. Chen, Your Honor.
Hindi, nag-uo siya eh.
Chen? Different.
Sandali lang. Mike, please, Mike. Pakipindot mo yan.
Noong April 21.
Lumapit po kayo sa mikropono.
Noong April 21 ho, sir.
Sandali po, sandali. Pag-out muna po kayo. Sige. Tayo muna po kayo.
Okay lang.
Swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this proceeding? Salamat.
Opo. Ano pangalan nila?
Emily Anoche.
Let the record say that Emily
Anoche, sir. Anoche.
Alonce has taken her oath. Sino po ang nag-list sa inyo nitong bodega ninyo?
Yung unang pumirma ho, si Cheng Imin, last April 21, nagbigay ho siya sa akin ng 1-month deposit, 1-month advance, kasama niya si John Wang. Tapos after a week, dahil...
Dahan po, Chinese yung sinasabi yung pangalan eh. Taiwanese, ano? Anong pangalan ng una?
Cheng Imin. Cheng Imin.
Ano daw?
Tinky Wen.
Cheng Imin. Taiwanese ho siya, sir.
Do you have a copy of the contract?
Meron ho.
Dala nyo ba?
Pakibigay
lang ho dito. Pwede po ba? Sino po yung isa? Bukod kay Chinky?
Kinancel ho yung kontrata, sir. Ay, Senador, kinancel yung kontrata. Ang pumirma ulit, yung kapatid niyang si Jo Ming Jun.
Jo Ming Jun.
Taiwanese din ho.
Andyan ho yun dyan.
Nandito rin ho ang kontrata.
Pakibigay lang ho dito kung po pwede. Kung maaari ho.
Warehouse boy lang ho yung kuya ko, sir, Senador.
Yung nga ho, we figured that out na... sige po. So, naiipit ho siya dito, kaya kailangan ho, makipag-cooperate na ho siya.
Paano niyo po nakilala yung nagrenta?
Go ahead, Senator Jordan.
Paano niyo po nakilala? Anong pangalan?
You may sit down po. You may sit down.
Maupo kayo.
At ilapit nyo lang yung mic, Miss Universe.
Nakapost ho kasi sa FB, sa Bayansel yung bahay. Yung bahay.
Dahan-dahan lang hindi natin maintindihan. Paano po nakilala yung nagrenta ng inyong warehouse?
Nakapost ho kasi sa Bayansel yung bahay ho namin.
Ano po?
Nakapost ho sa Bayansel yung bahay ho namin. Nakapost, naka-ads.
Naka-advertise po. Dahan-dahan po, salita po. Sige po, go ahead.
Naka-advertise. Tapos, lumapit sa inyo.
May tumawag ko sa cellphone ko, first week of April. Sabi niya may darating na Taiwanese, kaibigan niya.
Sino ito?
Sino itong
tumawag? Sinong tumawag sa iyo?
Si Jun.
Si George ho.
Jun Pineda.
Hindi, George ho. Hindi ko kilala. George.
George. Kilala niyo si George?
Hindi ho, George na, hindi ho siya, English speaking ho si George.
English speaking?
Minsan ko lang ho siya nakita.
Ano ho siya? Chinese rin?
Chinese siya, marunong siyang mag-English.
Pero anong pangalan po? Alam niyo ba ang buong pangalan niya ni George?
Hindi ho, George lang ang sinabi niya.
Sige po,
George. So, tapos, na-meet mo ba itong Taiwanese na nag-rent ng inyong warehouse?
Na-meet ko ho, si George ho muna, tapos chinik ho niya yung bahay namin sa Ugong. And after, mga April 21, pumunta si Cheng Imin sa bahay. May dala siyang interpreter na si Jun.
So, sa bahay nyo? Saan ang bahay nyo?
Sa bahay
Hong Kong?
sa Ugong ho.
Sa Hong Kong. May bahay kayo sa Hong Kong?
Sa Ugong, ako ho yung may-ari ng bahay.
Ugong. Kala ko Hong Kong.
Ugong ho. Ugong.
Sa Ugong?
Ugong ho.
Ngayon, Sino yung kasama niya?
Si Jung.
Si Cheng Imin at si Jun ang pumunta sa bahay
Jun.
ko sa Ugong.
Sinong Jun?
Akin na yung affidavit. Bigyan nyo na yung affidavit.
Pakibigay mo na ng pakikuha ng
yung rental. Yung contract po ng rent. Contract of rent. Contract of lease po lang, sorry. Dahan-dahan kasi narinig namin yung ugong Hong Kong eh.
Sige.
Ang interpreter niya.
Balikan ko muna yung customs para matapos na kasi.
Sa inyo ho,
sorry.
Sa inyo ho yung property, ano? Sa inyo yan.
Yung 305.
Nakatitulado sa inyo ho yan.
Nakatitulado.
Sige po.
See, just to go back to the customs because we are here trying to figure out how this whole thing happened. There is also another name here, another reported customs broker, a certain TJ Marciliana. Who is this TJ Marciliana? Yes. Are you the one?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Huh?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Have you been suspended as a customs broker?
After the incident po.
After the incident, you were suspended.
Yes.
Can you tell us who suspended you?
Meron pong nag-email sa akin from AMU na
May
suspended.
nag-email sa inyo?
Yes po. Lahat po kasi ng customs broker, ini-email na po rin sa AMU.
Ano? ABU?
Apo.
What does it stand for? ABU?
Accreditation Management Office.
Accreditation Management Office. Nag-email sa iyo na suspendido kayo.
Yes.
nagbigay ba ng rason kung bakit kayo sinuspinde?
Pending, nakalagay lang po ron, pending investigation because of drugs.
You were suspended because of drugs.
Drug shipment po.
Drug shipment.
Na nasi sa Valenzuela po.
Pakibigyan mo kami ng kopya niyan, ha?
Yes, Your Honor.
Comsec, please get a copy of the suspension as well as the suspension order to Hilario. Commissioner, pwede ko ba yun?
We will provide you, Your Honor.
Thank you very much.
Commissioner Faeldon, who suspended Mr. Marceliana?
The office that accredits them and suspend their accreditation is the Accreditation Management Office of the Bureau of Customs, headed by
AMO.
Attorney Grace Malabed.
Grace?
Attorney Grace Malabed, Your Honor.
Now, why was, according to Marceliana here, he was suspended because of drugs. Can you reveal to us the circumstances of this drug incident which caused the suspension of Marceliana? Is this the same drug importation that we are now talking about?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what is the participation of Marceliana which prompted customs to suspend him?
Mr. Marceliana is the signing broker of EMT, Your Honor.
Is the
Signing broker. Yes, Your Honor.
Akala ko si AMT broker din.
Importer, Your Honor.
Si EMT importer. Is that correct? Importer ho ba kayo?
Yes, Your Honor.
Kayo ang nag-import nito? Nitong kontrabanda ito?
Sa consignee's name ko lang po.
Ano?
Yung sa importer's name ko po, nakaano.
Kayo ang importer o hindi?
Ako po yung importer sa documents.
Ikaw ang importer sa document. Pero hindi ikaw ang importer?
Hindi po.
Sino ang importer? Sino ang importer? Ha?
Ako po yung sa importer dito po. Sa Philippines.
Sabi mo, sa papel ikaw ang importer. Implying na hindi ikaw ang tunay na importer. Tama po ba yan?
Hindi po.
Ano? Hindi ikaw o ikaw ang importer?
Ako po yung importer.
Ikaw ang importer. Ikaw ang nag-import nitong shipment na may kontrabando ng shabu. Tama po ba yan? Sabi mo, ikaw ang importer.
Pero hindi ko po alam yung mga pinaparating po nila dito.
Go ahead.
Kayo ang importer, ang pagkaintindi mo, pinakiusapan ka nitong mga ito para magparating, ginamit lang yung pangalan mo. Tama ba yun?
Opo, Your Honor.
Sabihin mo in your own words.
Bali po, nag-usap po kami ni Mark Ruben Taguba na gagamitin po yung pangalan ko sa mga transactions nila.
At hindi po ba nakakita nyo later on na yung inyong papel ay pinalsify yung firma nyo? Tama po ba yun?
Opo, nakita ko po nung binigyan po nila ako ng kopya ng import documentations.
Opo.
Nung pinatawag po ako sa NBI.
At excuse me, Frank, just one question lang. Totoo po ba na kinausap kayo nito mga ito at ang sabi sa inyo, huwag mo nang ituloy yung pagharap mo dyan at kami ang bahala sa inyo?
Opo, nangyari po yun nung June 9 po ng umaga. Bago po ako humarap sa NBI, pinigilan po nila akong humarap sa NBI dahil po daw, matatakot daw po ako doon at may mga media po. Yun po ang sinabi nila.
Sinong nila?
Sila Mark Ruben Taguba po at mga kasama niya.
Sino sila?
Yung attorney niya po at si TJ Marceliana.
Si Kenneth kasama.
Nung araw po na yon, hindi na po siya nagpakita.
Pero si Mark Taguba nandun.
Opo.
saka yung TJ, nandun din?
Yung TJ,
Marceliana.
TJ Marceliana po.
Kasi
Kasi
yung tatay, si Mark Taguba, nandun.
wala na po. Una ko lang po siyang nakaharap nung sa dampa, nung June 1. Tapos hindi na po naulit.
At doon sinabi niya, kami ang bahala sa'yo, huwag kang humarap.
Opo, pero nagpumilit pa rin po ako. Kasi may binigay po, gusto ko rin pong ipakita sa NBI na wala po talaga akong kinalaman sa drugs na yon.
Okay. Good.
So, nandito naman yung dalawa, si Mark Tugada at saka si Marceliana. Bakit yung pinipigilan? Pinipigilan si Miss Tatad na humarap sa NBI.
Yun ang hanapin natin.
Your Honor, hindi naman po namin siya pinigilan. Nung mga panahon po na nasa dampa kami, humihingi po sila ng tulong. Dahil nga po pare-parehas lang naman na biktima lang kami nitong accused na shipment. Sa totoo nga po niyan, Your Honor.
Sino ang nagbiktima sa inyo?
Sir, Your Honor, siyempre po yung talagang nagparating ng drugs.
Sino yung nagparating na yun?
Si Richard Tan po.
Sino?
Richard Tan.
Richard
Tan po talaga ang pangalan niya.
Hindi Richard Chen.
Hindi po Richard
So,
Chen.
kilala mo si Richard Chen?
Hindi ko po kilala talaga
Sabi mo,
si Richard.
paano mo nalaman si Richard Tan?
Nalaman ko lang po si Richard Tan kay Kenneth Dong.
Kay Kenneth Dong?
Opo.
So, with the permission of the body, I'd like to subpoena Kenneth Dong and Richard Chen or
No,
Tan.
Richard Tan.
Chen or Tan to be here. Parehong tao
Ano
yun.
bang pangalan talaga? Richard Tan or Richard Cheng?
Richard Tan po, ang Chinese name niya Chen Julong.
In accordance, we have the Chinese name.
Your
Chen
Honor.
Julong.
Yan yung nakausap mo, di ba, Neil Estrella?
Yes, sir.
Yan ang
That's
nakausap
correct,
mo.
Your Honor.
Your Honor, if I may, kaya ko pong
Teka,
sagutin.
Neil, meron kami picture, i-identify mo lang kung siya yung si Richard Chen na sinasabi mo.
Yes, Your Honor.
Paki-flash mo nga yung picture.
Can you turn down the lights, please? Will the pages please turn down the lights?
Yan ba yung si Richard Chen?
That's correct, Your Honor.
May picture kayong dalawa ni Commissioner.
Sir, that picture, sir, was taken because our Chinese counterpart, sir, is requesting a photo of us confirming that it is really the BOC operative that he is talking with, Your
So
Honor.
umiikot tayo. Sabi naman itong dalawa, yun yung nag-facilitate. Di ba? Tama? Yan din yan.
Your Honor,
You confirm
siya
that
po
he is
ang
the same
nagparating.
person. Siya ang nagparating.
Kung papayagan niyo po ako.
Hindi, pero siya to.
Opo.
Siya mismo.
Siya po yan.
Siya nagparating na kumontak sa inyo.
Si Kenneth Dong lang po ang kilala ko. Bale, dumadaan siya kay Kenneth Dong. Tapos si Kenneth Dong ang
Pero nakaharap mo rin si Richard Tan o Richard Cheng.
Nakaharap ko lang po siya.
Kaya kino-confirm na siya to.
Answer the question.
Yes.
Saan mo siya nakaharap?
Nakaharap ko po siya sa Golden Bay.
Pumarito ka dito sa harap at ituro mo sa akin kung sino yan. Sa committee. Dito. Pumarito ka dito.
Ituro mo mismo doon sa screen.
Tingnan niya ng micro. Tumayo ka dyan sa microphone. Ituro mo. Sino yung nasa retrato?
Si Richard Tan po yung...
Mike, please. Nakapula si Richard Tan.
The one in red is Richard Tan. Okay. Sino katabi niya?
Si Commissioner Fildon po at saka si Director...
Sa kaliwa.
Yes po.
Commissioner File doon sa kaliwa.
Opo.
Sa kanan?
Director Estrella.
Paano mo nasabi na siya yung nagparating?
Sir, kung bibigyan nyo lang ako ng pagkakataon, may illustrate lahat. May illustrate po. Kailangan ko po ng...
Security.
Whiteboard po eh.
A whiteboard.
Para may explain ko po lahat. Maliliwanagan po kayo lahat.
O, sige. So, iyang picture na yan, si Richard Cheng o Richard Tan talagang pangalan?
Richard Tan.
Richard Tan ang pangalan. Si Commissioner Feldon at saka si
Director Estrella.
Director Estrella.
Ang full name ni Richard Tan, si Chen Julong.
Chen Julong.
That's a Chinese name.
name.
Let
po.
the record state,
Siya po yan.
let the record state, just for the record, that the witness, Taguba, Mark Taguba, pointed on the left. The man on the red is Richard Tan or Richard Chen
Or Chen Julong.
or Chen Yulong, and beside him is.
Commissioner Fildon.
Let the record say that the witness said beside him is Commissioner Feldon. And that is the picture on the left. Is that correct? On the
Yes.
left facing us,
Yes,
right?
Your Honor.
And on the right side, let the record state that
Director Estrella
Director Estrella
and Richard Tan.
and Richard
Tan.
Tan are in the picture.
Julong.
And what is Mr. Estrella holding there?
Armalite po.
It would appear like a rifle with a scope.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, sige.
Bibigyan ka namin ng, bibigyan ka namin ng whiteboard.
Ha?
Binababa na. I just have a question. Bakit mo sinabi at nag-aalangan ka kay Richard na sabihin kanina?
Na ano po? Paano nag-aalangan?
Siya ang nagparating?
Siya po talaga ang
Siya talaga ang nagparating.
Go to the microphone.
Siya po talaga ang nagparating.
At napaparating mo niyan si Richard Tan dahil may connection siya at kumuha ka. Ba't ka kumuha ng call signee na hindi may-ari niya?
Meron po
Bakit?
kasi, katulad po ni Kenneth Dong, meron ako makakilala talagang Chinese na nagpaparating ng container. Ngayon po, wala naman silang accreditation. Meron po kasi mga tinatawag na consignee for hire.
Anong role naman ni Kenneth Dong? Just importation.
Si Kenneth Dong po, middleman po siya.
Ni Richard Chen.
Opo.
Sabihin ko daw ulit.
Mayroon kang sinabing consignee for hire.
For hire.
Anong ibig sabihin nun?
Ibig pong sabihin nun, magpapa-accredit lang sila, tapos papagamit na sila sa iba yung consignee nila. For a royalty
So,
fee.
para kabit.
Diyan po, ang ginamit po is yung EMT trading.
Consignee for hire, yun yung EMT.
Yes po.
Now, just for the record again, maraming ganyan, consignee for hire.
Yes po.
Marami, laganap.
Opo.
Public knowledge sa customs.
Open secret po.
Open secret. Okay. Alright.
Alam ba ng Commissioner Feldon to? Ang consignee for hire?
Hindi ko po alam.
Hindi mo alam. Pero open secret yan.
So it appears now, no, possibly na yung nag-facilitate na ma-accredit yung EMT si Richard Chen. Kasi nga malapit din siya sa customs, di ba? Kaya nakapag-facilitate na umubra siya na ma-accredit sa green lane. Kasi hindi naman siya talaga consignee for hire ang tawag nga eh. So somebody must have facilitated the accreditation of EMT. And it could possibly be Richard Chen. Kasi siya rin ang nag-ship eh. Di ba?
Yes po.
Shipment yan eh.
Let me just go back to Colonel Estrella.
Mr. Chairman, just before.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Yeah, no, I just want, we are going to have another hearing here, yes. Yeah, we are going to have another.
This is not the last. This is not the last.
Yeah, because then.
We're calling other people.
Yes, and.
Kenneth Dong and the others are Jewish.
And the documents that we have requested for.
That's correct, sir.
So yes, because then we will suspend muna our interpretation and come back at the next hearing.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Colonel Estrella, you said that your contacts in China requested that you show a picture of Richard Chen. Is that correct?
It was requested to Mr. Chen, Your Honor.
Requested?
To Mr. Chen that...
In other words, the Chinese requested Mr. Chen.
Sir, they actually, sir, initially they wanted a live video, Skype with me during that time, but the internet connection is not that excellent,
When was
Your Honor.
this?
During the seizure, Your Honor.
Huh?
On the time of the seizure, Your Honor.
That is the 26th.
Yes, Your Honor.
And where was this picture taken?
Same time, Your Honor, same day, Your Honor, that we are conducting a seizure, Your Honor. Same time and same place, Your Honor.
Commissioner Perdon, you were there?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor. I arrived at there around 7 a.m. and I stayed there for 12 hours.
7 a.m. And
Probably.
you want to make us believe You want to make us believe that this picture would satisfy the Chinese authorities that Richard Chen is in good hands.
I do not know the intention when they requested me. I was sitting in that office, a small office in that warehouse, and their interpreter approached me and said, Commissioner, pwede ho bang magpa-picture? And they started taking pictures with me on that day. And that is the same clothes and his clothes that were shown all over television when we reported this incident. So that picture was taken in that office on the same day.
Estrella, you'd make us believe that this is your way of telling them that he is in good hands.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, if he is the one that facilitated, he is the man that facilitated na maipasok yan, niloloko tayo ng Chinese na dapat proteksyonan si Richard Chen. At ang napapansin ko, Richard Chen is Taiwanese, yung informer nila sa China is Taiwanese, walang tiga People's Republic of China involved, puro Taiwanese lang ang tinuro. Tama? On the face of it.
Well, that's the information that we got, Your Honor.
On the face of it. Yes or no?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Is it not true that when you got this, somebody sent you a letter from China? May I have that letter? Of congratulations. And I feel demeaned by it personally. And I will read it para ba laman ng lahat na sinasabi na congratulations, nahuli nyo itong malaking drugs na ito at parang sinasabi, kung di nyo nahuli, hindi nyo na kayang nahuli yan, kundi sa amin. Ito. Tama ba yan?
Your Honor, they're emphasizing their cooperation, Your Honor.
Yes, I understand that. And there is a letter, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And you have the original, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
You'll furnish us with that because I have the Xerox copy here. We don't have the originals, no? So please furnish us the copy of the original. You have it there?
Yes, Your Honor.
Give it to here. Give it here, please. Can the page get it? And I will read it from the original, from the Xerox copy to be confirmed by the original. To Mr. Nicanor Faeldon, Commissioner, Bureau of Customs. Did you get this copy, Commissioner? Did you get this letter?
I was furnished around July 20 about that.
But you're aware of this, right?
Yes, sir.
You read it, right?
I read it,
All right.
Your Honor.
Mr. Nicanor Faeldon, Commissioner, Bureau of Customs, Port Area, Manila, Philippines. Attention, Mr. Neil Anthony L. Estrella, Director 3, Customs Intelligence and Investigation Service, Bureau of Customs. That is you, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. From Mr. Zhang Xiaohui, Head of International Enforcement Cooperation Division, Anti-Smuggling Bureau of GACC, PRC, with telephone number 8610-6519-4015, fax 8610-65-123-851. Date, July 17, 2017. Our reference 2017147, open parenthesis, capital PHI, close parenthesis 07. Page 2, including discover, subject, case, information for methamphetamine hydrochloride smuggling case. Dear Mr. Nicanor E. Faeldon, congratulations on your successful seizure of the 605 kilograms methamphetamine hydrochloride based on our intelligence. Binabati namin kayo sa pagkakuha ninyo dahilan sa aming intelligence on May 26, 2017, which is another example of the necessity na kailangan of cooperation between China and Philippine customs. Following is the case information formally transmitted to you for your further investigation. Our Xiamen Anti-Smuggling Bureau started the particular anti-drug intelligence operation from January 2017 on case number 01117. In May 2, 2017, united actions were carried out in Xiamen, Guangzhou, Dongguan, and Shenzhen, resulting in 4 suspects being captured on May 25, 2017. Our investigation revealed one piece of important intelligence that one shipment declared as 5 printing cylinders. Dineclare mo ba ang printing cylinders yun? Hindi, di ba? Di ba? Footwear, di ba? Was suspected to conceal drugs and have been shipped from Guangzhou, Xiamen Customs District to Manila, the Philippines. Remember that. This shipment carrier was Hongfei Logistics Company. Hongfei, yan yung pinuntahan mo na kay Richard Chen, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Company. Immediately, our office, the International Enforcement Cooperation Division, ASBGACC, tried to get in touch with your liaison officer, Mr. Rainier, to provide above information to the Philippine Customs. Thanks to the prompt action of Customs Intelligence and Investigation Service Bureau of Philippine Customs, the 605 kilograms methamphetamine hydrochloride was successfully seized. That's their English, not ours. Otherwise, the drugs will go into the black market, which the consequence cannot be imagined. I'm glad he says that. Furthermore, and this is the last paragraph, we hereby certificated that no Filipino citizen, very strange, that no Filipino citizen was detected by ASB to be involved in the drug smuggling, and that based on our intelligence, there was only one shipment of drug destined for the Philippines, and no other shipment was related to this case. Kaya nga eh. Ulitin ko ha. Furthermore, we hereby certificated that no Filipino citizen, wala no Filipino, was detected by ASB to be involved in the drug smuggling, and that based on our intelligence, there was only one shipment of drug destined for the Philippines, and no other shipment was related to this case. Wow. Once again, we would like to extend our heartfelt appreciation to your utmost attention and sincere cooperation and assistance. We have a good start, and I believe there is plenty of room for our future cooperation. Contacts Mr. Suji, may telephone number, Mr. Zhengli, may telephone number, yours sincerely, signed Zhang Xiaohui. How did you take this letter, Commissioner?
When the letter was shown to me, it doesn't really matter. It's just a piece of information that we could use to further investigate. That is how I took this letter.
But this is already way after, right?
Yes, sir. This is because they went here, the Anti-Smuggling Bureau of the General Headquarters of the Chinese
Ano po
Customs.
sila rito?
They went here.
Nung mahuli?
Yes, sir. For the case briefing with our intelligence group. And then later on, the intelligence group also went to China. That's why they have a very detailed briefing on, because this case was investigated by Bureau of Customs of China starting January this year. So I was shocked when I received this letter, but it doesn't mean anything to me because I want to find out the real truth about this. So this is just a piece of information as far as I'm concerned.
Well, okay. Did you not feel a bit demeaned na, oh, nahuli niya dahil sa amin, ha?
That's the truth, Your Honor.
Para, so you felt naliliitan tayo, nalalait tayo.
Exactly, sir. All the apprehensions made by the Bureau of Customs, 90% of it is based on human intelligence. That's of the 8,000...
Na kung wala kami, hindi nyo mahuhuli. Yun ang import nun.
Yes, Your Honor.
Malaking utang na loob natin sa kanila.
That's going to be revealed by the further investigation we're conducting, Your Honor.
Yeah, no, pero yun ang pinapalabas. Yun ang import sa akin. Yun ang dating sa akin. It's not evidence. Yun ang dating sa akin. Tapos, para bang ninaro na nila, walang Pilipinong involved. Walang ibang shipment involved. Hindi ba kaya letter by request of the Commissioner of Customs dito para hindi na humaba ang investigasyon ito?
No, Your Honor. I do not do that, and this letter doesn't mean to me, Your Honor.
Hindi, baka sabihin mo, alam mo, pag iinitan ako dito, lumabas ito eh. Alam mo, tatanungin ko kayo ha, lumabas na ito eh. 23 lumabas sa customs. 2 araw, nasa bodega. Kung hindi natin nahuli yun, kumalat na sa merkado natin yan. Tama o hindi? Hallelujah! Nahuli natin.
Hindi ba posibleng tayo yung na-control delivery? Isa lang pinahuli.
I could not have put it any better.
That's exactly my point, ano? Merong kasabay na ibang shipments, parehong barko, parehong supplier, pero isa lang talaga yung tinumbok natin. Hindi na natin pinalo up yung 3 pang shipments na very similar. Hindi kaya posibleng tayo yung nakahon, tayo yung na-control delivery, but the other way around. Pinahuli yung isa, lumusot yung 3. So, kung 600 kilograms yung nahuli natin, possibly may 1,800 kilograms na nandiyan sa merkado. Hindi ba?
Inambunan lang tayo. Malaki, pero talagang mas di hamak na mas malaki yung nakalusot. Pwede yan, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor, as I've said, as we are discussing this here, the chances of another shipment of coming into the country is 84%.
No, it might have already happened.
Yes, sir. Every day, there is an 84% of chances of smuggling to the country
What's
of
the
any type
solution?
of commodity.
You will have to re-engineer. Di ba? Hindi po pwedeng umasa na lang kayo doon sa selectivity system. Umasa kayo sa human intervention doon sa inyong RMO.
Yes, Your Honor.
Di ba? Di ba dapat policy-wise, ayusin nyo. Otherwise, totoo yung sinasabi mo. Even as we speak, merong mga kargamentong nasa green lane, lumulusot na mayroong methamphetamine, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor. If I may be given just 1 minute, the Bureau agencies in the entire world applies 100% X-ray of all their commodities that comes into the country. Today, the maximum capacity of our X-ray is 16%. 84% of these 10,000 containers that comes into the country, any one of them may contain illegal commodity, and we have no capability to X-ray them.
So we need an X-ray.
We need an X-ray to put in place a 100% capability to X-ray all these containers.
We support you on that. We will support you on that. But the point is, yung capability natin, nalulusodan tayo, hindi natin namamalayan, at susulatan pa tayo ngayon, tayo pa may utang na loob, tapos kinakahon pa tayo na wala nang involved. Nagtataka ako, ba't ganun eh?
Kailangan sabihin na wala nang ibang
Wala nang Pilipinong involved. Bakit?
At wala na rin ibang shipment.
If I will refer this letter to the CIS, because is the one who have
Lalo na't nagpunta
handled
doon.
all this investigation.
Lalo na nagpunta si Colonel Estrella doon bago dumating yung sulat dito. Tama?
Yes, Your Honor.
Kaya nga, baka naman special request sulatan mo kami dahil mag-iinit ang sa amin ang kwan dito, kaya bigyan nyo kami ng magandang sulat para hindi na kami maimbestiga. Yes, Neil.
Sir, right after the incident of the seizure, Your Honor, our Chinese counterpart from the Anti-Smuggling Bureau of Xiamen, China, went to the Philippines to conduct case conference with NBI, PIDEA, and the Bureau of Customs, CIS, Your Honor. Your Honor, we are very much concerned about involvement of whether there are customs officials who facilitated this shipment, Your Honor, or if there are any other Filipinos who might be involved in this shipment, Your Honor. That question was never answered, Your Honor.
Colonel Estrella, halos 2 buwan na ito, wala pa kayo na-file labang sa kaninong nagpadala dito. Hindi nakakulong yung consignee, and under the law, the consignee is the one na dapat ikulong, yung broker, yung trader, at lahat ng involved dito. Under the law. And this is very serious, as you know. Tama ba yan, Sid? Colonel Labayna, tama yan?
Yes, sir.
Wala pa nakukulong. Dapat kinulong na. Walang na-impound na truck. Hindi nahuli yung driver. Tama po ba yan?
That's right, sir.
Dapat hinuli, hindi po ba?
That's right, Your Honor.
So madaling sabi, lampas na halos sa 2 buwan, wala pa tayo nagagawa. So talagang pinapasukan tayo. At wala na naging inspeksyon, walang follow-up doon sa mga lumabas na una na pinadating, at pagkatapos yung lumampas doon, wala pa. Ginawa nyo ba yun?
It was the NBI, sir, who conducted the investigation, the following
No,
personalities.
customs yan. Visitorial powers.
criminal sa NBI.
Hindi, yung visitorial powers, nagpalabas siya, dapat hanapin nyo, kung nandun pa, kung wala na, dapat tawagin yung BIR. Tarungin nyo, yung consignee, nagpalabas ka na marami sapatos, marami ganito, naibenta mo yan, anong binayad mo ang VAT? Lumabas ba sa income tax yan? Tama? Yes or no? Ginawa nyo, hindi.
We are not yet at that part, Your Honor.
Ano, we are not yet on that part. It should be immediate. And what I'm trying to tell you is you cannot forever run this business like that. And speaking about that, I have to ask you this, Commissioner Fairland. I have nothing against you. I only have the law here with me. And the law says that in the inspection, sa inyong monitoring, ang joint investigation, ang may hawak dyan, parang nuclear bomb yan eh. Diba? Ang nangyari dito, nireorganize nyo, gumawa kayo ng CONSEM. Then, nireorganize yung CONSEM, lahat ngayon ang nagdidesisyon sa customs ay yung mga tao nyo sa CONSEM. Tama po ba yan?
Hindi po tama, sir.
Ano ba lahat tama?
The command center was organized based on the new CMTA law. This is where the central clearinghouse stipulated in the new CMTA is being conceptualized. The COMCEN is not just for the alerting and lifting of alert. It also provides capacity of the Bureau of Customs to attend to other aspects of our mandate. One is by August 23, that's going to be the final delivery of the additional X-ray machines that we will put in the international airports.
All right, sir. Let me just ask you a simple question then. Is it not true na ginawa niya yan and right now, bago makapag-alert order, dadaan muna sa inyo in writing?
It's not...
Yes or no?
Hindi po sa akin, Your Honor. It's in the COMCEN. The CMTA law says it's only the commissioner who has the power to issue alert. That's the new law, Your Honor.
Ano? Anong law?
The CMTA, Customs Modernization and Tariff Act, which was passed into law last June 2016, Your Honor.
Section 201C of the CMTA bestows upon the Commissioner of Customs the power and function to review any action or decision of any customs officer performed pursuant to the provisions of CMTA. Correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, when somebody says, all right, may alert ako, you review.
Unless it is delegated to another officer.
Nothing is said.
The law says unless the commissioner delegates the power to another official of the Bureau, which I have delegated to the command center, Your Honor.
The command center is an organization. It is not a person. Under the law, you can only punish criminally a person. Who is the person in command center that should be punished?
The head of the command center, Your Honor, is Deputy Commissioner Gambala, Your Honor.
Here is a memo, 23-2016, signed by Nicanor E. Faldon, which is you. In order to prevent the unnecessary issuance of alert orders and to protect integrity of the alert order system, the authority previously guided the following customs officers to issue alert orders under CMO number 35-2015 is hereby revoked. Revokes the Deputy Commissioner, Intelligence Group, DEPCOM Enforcement Group, DEPCOM Assessment and Operations Coordinating Group, all district collectors for shipment arriving within their district and subport, relative thereto only the Office of the Commissioner through the Command Center created under CSO number 45-2016 is authorized to issue alert orders. So it is possible, pag humingi sila in writing at naupuan nyo, dahil busy kayo, lalabas yung goods na ini-smuggle. Pwede?
I would like to answer that, sir. As the head of the command center, sir, every time they ask...
Answer my question then. You want to answer it, yes or no? Kung hindi kayo gumalaw, yung nire-report na alert order, lalabas ka agad yung gamit. Tama? Yung epektos.
We don't do that, sir.
I'm asking you a simple question.
Yes, sir.
Time is of the essence as in this case. Naunahan na kayo. Lumabas na nung 23. Nahuli nyo, 25, nasa labas na. meron na kayong red flag. Sabi doon, red dapat siyang ginawang green. Kung meron nag-alert order noon, hindi nyo naasikaso, lumabas, lusot na. Tama o hindi?
There's no request for alert, sir. We didn't receive any...
Do not try that with me, please.
Yes, sir.
Answer my question. I'm asking you a simple question. It is possible that because of this order, makakalusot dahil hindi nyo naasikaso at that time. Hindi ka naman nandun 24 hours, And you have, how many people are bringing out stuff from the customs? 10,000 units every day, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Pag may nag-alert, ibig sabihin kailangan pwede mag-issue ng alert. Di ba nyo kailangan ng katulong sa baba? May alert kami. Hindi tama ang assessment. Papadala sa inyo. You have the power to say, no, palusutin nyo yan. You have the power to say, stop. Pag sinabi mong stop, you push a button, they have to reassess. Tama?
Yes, sir.
Tama ako, right?
Yes, sir.
So, in other words, pagka hindi ka gumalaw, lalabas.
Yes, sir.
O, yun. Napakasimple lang. So, in other words, medyo may depekto ito because we are able to prove na gin-greenline nyo lahat. Etong si EMT, gin-greenline nyo eh. Na may nakakita, bakit naka-greenline to? Tanong, single proprietor yan, tama?
Yes, sir.
Hindi ba dapat hindi i-greenline ng single proprietor?
Yes, sir.
Ano yes, sir?
They should not be put into the green lane, sir.
Tama, so hindi dapat i-green lane. Pero the fact is, nasa green lane siya.
Yes, sir.
Not only once, not only twice, not only 10 times, not only 100 times, but over 500 to 600 times. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Oh, so, bumalpak yung sistema. Nag-collapse yung sistema. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And now, sinisisi nyo si Hilario. Siya ang fall guy. Ayaw magpakita rito. Baka pag dumating dito, baka kumanta. Tama o hindi?
I don't know, sir.
O, kita mo? Alam ko na isasagot mo eh. So, in other words, kung darating dito si Hilario, ang tatanungin ko sa inyo ito, ang talagang pwede lang magsabi niyan ay ang Commissioner of Customs through the command center. Sila lang ang pwedeng magbukas, sila ang pwedeng mag-adjust. Hindi ba pwedeng totoo na ang green lane pwedeng lukuhin? Pwedeng palitan yung heading. Pwedeng palitan yung heading, mag-green lane na yan.
It depends on the lodgement, sir. Yes, sir.
Pwede.
Yes, sir.
So, kailangan may human factor. Kaya may human factor, nagsabi red lane dapat siya, ginawa pa rin green lane.
No, sir.
Hindi, nangyari. Nangyari. So, pwede rin sabihin galing sa China. Di ba? Dapat hindi green lane yun. Tama?
As far as the parameters is concerned, sir.
Pero lahat siya green lane. Di ba yan parang garbage in, garbage out? Yung green lane, may formularyo, lahat ito, dati nagsiship ito, malalaking kumpanya ito, top 1,000 corporations, sanay magpasok yan na matiro, ginagamit, hindi dapat magagambala, ang pangalan mo gambala, hindi mo gagambalain na lumabas yung produkto dahil makakabala sa negosyo. Tama yan?
That's the super green lane, sir. That's the super green lane,
Super
sir.
green lane, halos pareho yan. And therefore, siya, hindi dapat nakalusot, pero nakalusot.
Yes, sir.
I rest my case. So, nakakulugan, palpak yung ginagawa ninyo, kaya nagkakagulo dyan sa customs. Now, having said that, nakalagay nga dyan sa order, I don't want to make any decisions now. You are facing malfeasance, misfeasance, and non-feasance. That's what you're facing here. Pag hindi nyo ginawa, o mali ang gawa nyo, malfeasance. Pag mali ang paggawa, misfeasance. Pag hindi kayo giwa, non-feasance. Nalusutan kayo na napakalaki. Ang hindi pa natin alam, may marami nang lumusot. Now, I just want to put you in this conscience before I give it to Senator Gatchalian. Senator, sorry kamukha kayo. Okay. I just have to relax a bit. Hindi ba dapat pag-ingatan nyo maigi yan because daming namamatay sa drugs ngayon. Yung iba natutuwa. Galit na galit ang tao sa drugs kaya pumapalakpak pa sila pag may napapatay na kilalang drug pusher. Do you think that is a good observation? Commissioner?
Yes, Your Honor.
Correct. At dahil dyan, meron rin mga pulis na papatay paglaban sa drugs. Tama po ba yan?
Yes, Your Honor.
And therefore, it is incumbent upon you as Commissioner and your team na dapat extraordinary diligence kayo. Pina-fine-tune nyo palagi yan para hindi na mangyayari uli yan. Tama po ba yan?
Yes, Your Honor.
Pero nangyari na. Sinuspindi nyo, pinalabas nyo po uli yung EMT pagkatapos silang mahuli, pagkatapos silang masuspindi. Di ba it's incumbent upon you na imbestigahin si Taguba, na imbestigahin itong sinuspindi nyo na broker para malaman nyo kung sino talaga nagparating. Ang masakit niyan, kailangan ba umakyat sa Senado para malaman natin na tila niloloko tayo nung China na sabihin niya, huwag niyong galawin niya si Richard Chen, pero pagdating dito ni Ginoong Taguba, ang talaga palang nagpaladala ay yung sinasabing huwag galawin si Richard Chen. Ano ang conclusion niyo?
For the conclusion of the investigation, I leave it to our investigation
No.
intelligence group.
I can conclude, you can conclude. I respect you as an officer. Sabi niya, ang nagparating, finally, dito niya nilabas si Richard Chen. Pero ang sabi ng Chinese letter, huwag niyong galawin si Richard Chen. Proteksyonan niyo si Richard Chen. Hindi kaya tayo pinalusutan dito na para lang gumanda ang relasyon natin o tumulong kami, ang China tumulong sa inyo, huwag niyong galawin yan, yan ang asset namin. Pero ang sabi kagad niya, Richard Chen pa ang nagpadala dito, tapos sabihin na wag ulihin. Anong conclusion dyan? Parang nilalaro tayo. Is there an answer? What do you think, Sid? Unahin ko na si Colonel La Peña.
Your Honor, I think we really have to dig deeper into this case. And what happened is something that should be an eye opener to all the different agencies concerned.
Ano kaya sasabihin ng Minister of Finance, si Secretary of Finance? Nakita natin, dahil dito bumaksak yung koleksyon nyo. Dahil ang lumalabas na lang 40,000 na lang per box, kaya ang laki ng binaksak, 50 billion. Paano tayo makakapagdagdag ng x-ray kung hindi niya nakukolekta yung 50 billion dahil meron may kayong pinalulusot sa Green Lane na 38,000 lang ang binabayad. Ano kaya sasabihin ng Secretary of Finance, Commissioner? By the way, kinausap ko siya kagabi
He called last night, Your Honor. He called me, the Secretary of Finance called me, yes. For the collections, Your Honor, since for the 1 year that we have assumed, we have consistently hitting to a double-digit increase in our revenue collection compared to last year. For the first 1 years, sir, we have collected an average efficiency rating of 97.3%. In money, it's an increase of revenue by 11%. So hindi po siya bumagsak, Your Honor. Under the attrition law, the passing efficiency rate is 92%. The average of 1 year of the Bureau of Customs from July 2016 to June, we are averaging 97.3% in our revenue efficiency, and an increase by 11% from last year's revenue collection. So the report that it is bumagsak, it is not, Your Honor. It is increasing.
From the Bureau of Customs nakalagay dyan. 2016 target is 456. 2016 actual is 398. Bumaba ba yan o bumagsak? Tumaas ba yan o bumagsak?
We assume in July 2016, Your Honor. For the first quarter, that's not the period I was discussing, Your
You know,
Honor.
I was a mayor and I always look at the collections, January to June, June to July. Pag mababa ako sa June, hahabulin ko yan from July to December. Talagang, tatawagin ko lahat yung mga revenue generation ng city para gawin nila yan. Asubi, gagawin ko lahat yan para tumaas. Pero lumabas, baksak. Pero tignan natin. Ibaba nyo nga yan. Scroll down, please. Ayan. Mataas ang enforcement nyo. Commendable. 240 ang target. Ang actual enforcement nyo, 852. Tumaas. Ha? Pagkatapos, percentage of actions that result in favor of judgment, target nyo 85%, na nakuha nyo 60%. Percentage of shipments selected and physically examined on X-ray, tumaas pa 39%. Percentage of enforcement action alerts completed within 30 days from issuance of alert orders, 71%. 29% or not enforced. Kaya bumaba ang collection nyo. So the long and the short of it, Mr. Commissioner, is pagka dinadaanan tayo ng ganito at 40,000 lang ang sinisingil nyo kada box, talagang babaksak at babaksak ang collection ng customs. Ang masama, pag lalabasan pa tayo ng drugs, lalo mapiperwisyo ang ating bansa. So ang sinasabi ko, I am not going to rely on China. And Mr. De Peña is aware of this, na ang Senado, sinabi na namin na kausapin ng China, ngayon lang ba kayo tinulungan ng China? Ngayon lang? Ngayon lang?
Sir, since July of 2016, this is the first time that we did a cooperation with China.
First time. On August this year, last year ba? August, sinabi ko magpadala ng note verbal. Nagpadala ng note verbal. Dahil hindi nga gumagalaw eh. Pero ngayon lang. Ang ayoko, yung sulat may sumbat eh. May sumbat. Kami nang huli niya na. Kaya nyo nahuli. Pagtapos sasabihin pa, walang Pilipinong involved at wala ng shipment. Eh, paano naman tayong, ano ba yan? Anong tawag nyo dyan? So, in other words, what I'm trying to say is, we have to rely on a Customs Commissioner and a Customs Organization that will really guard the front door of our country para hindi makapasok ang kontrabando at lalo-lalo na ang drugs. Alang-alang sa taong bayan na ngayon, nagugulan dahil marami namamatay sa droga. Kahapon lang, 15 na tepok. Ngayon na naman, meron na naman siguro. Eh, dadagdagan nyo pa palagi. That's 700,000 people at 1 gram na kukuha ng 605 kilograms. Or maybe, lagay mo na 605,000 people who are going to use it at 1 gram per person. Nadagdagan ngayon. Yan yung nagagalit ang presidente na sinasabi, pagka nakakuha ka ng shabu, sira na ang buhay mo. I may not agree with it entirely, but the point is, Customs just contributed to a big hole. Kung di nahuli yan, yari. Ang worry ko, alin ang hindi nyo nahuli. Ilan ang hindi nyo nahuli. That is why kailangan malaman natin dito sa mga ito kung sino talaga ang nagpapasok. My conclusion, paano nakakapagpadala na mas maluwag ngayon? Lumuwag ba? Meron ba sa buwatan? So you really have to find out, and that's why we're doing this. This is no joke, and it's got nothing to do with anybody being called an imbecile. I don't think anybody should be called an imbecile, especially if he's elected, quite frankly. And that's why we have to find out what's going on. And you should be careful having your picture taken with a gun with Richardson, who just turns out to be the one na nagpapapasok. Yung nagpapapasok, doon kayo nagpalitrato, so kaya pala nakaka-green lane sila. At the very least, nakakagulat sila, nagagamit nila yung litratong yan, malakas ako. Kasabi ko yung Customs Commissioner, katabi ko yung intelligence. Sa akin na kayo, kikita tayo rito mga kapatid. Lapit ang lapit, bata matanda, basta may pera, kikita tayo. On that note, I give it to Senator Gatchalian. Sorry, Senator Villanueva.
I think it's about time we should have a working lunch, Mr. Chairman.
You're hungry?
Para nakikilala natin yung isa't isa. But Mr. Chairman, just to make this on a lighter note, Mr. Chairman, I've been listening attentively for the past 3 hours, Mr. Chair. And may mga meetings na ako na hindi na-attendan. But I will give way, Mr. Chairman, doon sa, I think, gusto natin marinig si Mark. Pero, Mr. Chairman, bago lang natin siya marinig, I just want to make sure na hindi tayo umalis doon sa binanggit nyo, Mr. Chairman. No? Kasi after 3 hours of listening, I have so many questions also. No? Hanggang ngayon, hindi malinaw yung ni-raise ni Senator Lacson, yung EMT, single proprietorship, newly accredited pero laging green lane. Yung pong,
A thousand pardons.
yes. Mr. Chairman, just to
A thousand pardons.
yes.
The majority floor leader reminded me that we only diverted a bit because before Mr. Taguba
Yes.
is now going to reveal the thing.
And I will give way, Mr. Chairman. I will give way. I just wanted to make this manifestation, Mr. Chairman, before I give way. Second, Mr. Chairman, i-remind ko ulit yung question nyo kanina. Sana hindi rin makalimutan. From the meeting noong ng Bureau of Customs doon sa lugar, tinanong nyo kanina, Mr. Chairman, after nyo malaman from their Chinese counterpart, tinanong ba kung sino talaga yung sender? Sana hindi natin makalimutan yun. Mr. Chairman, another question na we wanted to raise, naguluhan din po ako dun sa tinatanong nyo kanina nga, bakit kailangan dalhin yung 5-cylinder mula dun sa isang warehouse to another warehouse? Another question, Mr. Chairman, is 500 yung 500 kilo nasa NBI, yung 100 kilo nasa PIDEA. Bakit po kaya ganon? Mr. Chairman, let me also put on record, hindi natin sinisisi o sinisingle out ang Bureau of Customs. Kino-commend din natin sila dahil nasa bata yung 6.4 billion worth of shabu. Pero gusto naming ipaalala na nakalusot po sa inyo ito, kaya very passionate ang lahat. We are one with Commissioner Feldon dun sa kailangang X-ray. 16% lang pala yung capability ngayon. Pero sususugan ko lang po yung binanggit nyo, Mr. Chairman. There must be something wrong with the system. Yung binabanggit kanina ni Senator Lacson, bakit yung EMT napunta doon sa green lane? So alam na natin may mali ho ngayon. Yun po sana yung tatanungin ko mamaya. Pero again, I will give way para marinig natin si Mark Taguba at malaman natin itong yung flow ng shipment at malaman pa natin gusto itong open secret about consignees for hire. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Secretary. I see we have a standing joke here between the two of you, and sometimes just to lighten the moment, I know we're hungry.
But we're all hungry also.
Your Honor, i-clarify ko lang din po, hindi po...
Microphone, please.
Your Honor, i-clarify ko din po, hindi po doon nanggaling yung shabu doon sa sinasabi nilang container. Ituturo ko po muna kung paano yung flow ng transaction sa pier. Meron pong consolidator sa China. In this case, ang example ko po, dahil yung sinasabi nilang container, MCLU 600-1881, yan daw yung nagkarga ng mga cylinders na may drugs. Ang Hongfei po kasi sa China, yan po ang consolidator. Ang may-ari po niyan si Richard Tan. Yan po si Chen Julong. Ngayon po kasi, may mga kliyente na hindi kaya magparating ng sila lang. Kunwari, o masyadong onti yung item o hindi nila kaya yung cost. So, kino-consolidate po yan. Sabihin natin,
Dito ka. Dito ka ngayon. Yeah.
so kunwari po may mga kliyente na hindi nila kaya magparating ng sila lang dahil masyadong mataas yung cost, naghahanap po sila ng kasabay. Kunwari po si Senator po, no? Lacson is slippers po ang item niya. At may iba naman bag po. Iba naman fabrics po. Yung cylinder po na sinasabi nila. Iba-iba po ang may-ari nito. Nakikisabay. Yan po yung tinatawag na GM sa pier. General Merchandise, halo-halo po. Ngayon po, itong si Richard Tan, magpapadala po yan ng packing list. In this case po kasi, hindi ko naman siya kilala. Si Kenneth Dong lang po ang kilala ko. Ibibigay po niya yan kay Ken. Maghahanap po si Ken ng broker. Ako po. Maghahanap po sila ng kayang magpalabas nitong item na ito. So ngayon, ang mga tanong nila is kung magkano ba, all in yan, kasama na yung tracking, araste, etc. Pag pumasok po doon sa presyo, gagamitin na po yung consignee. Bibigay na po yung consignee. Yan po yung lalagay nila sa bill of lading nila at sa mga dokumento nila. So pagdating po sa Pilipinas, paprocess po namin. At the same time, ako rin po kasi yung tracking, ako na rin po yung magde-deliver. Yung Hongpei po sa China, si Richard Tan po ang may-ari. Dito po sa Valenzuela, siya rin naman ang may-ari. Hongpei din po ito. Ngayon po, pagdating po ng container, i-unload po lahat dito. Dahil iba
The chair would like to request the NBI. The word request is what the operative word. I will ask the Senate President to order a hold order on Richard Chan right away. Please call your office and make sure that he is picked up right away, if that is possible. Invited right away. Thank you.
Pagkatapos mong indiskarga lahat itong item na ito sa Valenzuela, para pong mga DHL po, yung dahil iba-iba nga po ang may-ari nito, iba-iba rin po ang pagdideliveran nito. So, siya po ang nakakilala kung sino nagparating nitong cylinder. Si Richard Tan po. At siya rin ang makakilala kung sino tatanggap dito sa Pilipinas. Ngayon po, paano ko nasabi na hindi sa amin dumaan yung drugs? Kasi po, May 17 po yan dumating. May 23 po. May 17 po yan dumating, tapos May 23 po namin na ilabas.
Yung container.
Ang tagal na po bago dumating. Ay matagal bago namin na-process. Yung LOA po nila, nakakuha po kasi ako, May 25 lang naman po. At hindi ko maintindihan kung bakit 3510 yung sinasabi niya. Kasi 5510 po ang nakalagay dito. Si Director po, Director Estrella. Opo. $5510 lang po ang nakalagay na LOA po nila. At May 25 din po ito. May 24 po kasi na-deliver ko na yung container at naibalik ko na rin po yung container dun sa yarda na empty. May 25 pa po yung LOA nila. Ibig sabihin, ang tagal na pong dumaan. Opo. Ngayon po, hindi naman nila nakita na nilabas doon sa container na yun yung mga cylinder. Nagtataka lang po ako, paano nila nasabi na natukoy itong container number na ito. Meron po akong mga clippings. Ang sinabi lang po ng director sa China is 2 warehouse. Wala naman po sinabi na container number. Nung gabi po napuputok na yung balita, nagtataka ako, si Kenneth Dong po, nag-WeChat po sa akin. Meron po akong mga screenshot. At meron din po itong oras at date. Nagtanong siya kung pwede ba siyang kumuha ng entry number ng MCLU 600-1881. Tinanong ko po kung para saan. Sabi niya po, please call me. Sinabi lang niya sa akin, kailangan daw sa China para ipang process. So, hindi ko naman po kilala si Richard Tan. Akala ko, ang kliyente ko si Kenneth Dong. So, binigay ko na lang po. Binigay ko rin po siya ng 2:24 ng hapon. Binigay ko rin po siya ng 2:24 ng hapon. Nagulat na lang po ako nung gabi, pumutok na yung balita na may nahuling drug sa Valenzuela at ang tinutukoy itong container number na ito. Nakakapagtaka lang po kasi kung controlled delivery po ito at alam nila kung ano yung huhulihin nila, ba't kailangan pa nilang maghanap ng entry number at container number? At bigla na lang, nung binigay ko na yung container number,
at entry number, bigla na lang lumabas sa balita na doon daw nanggaling yung drugs. Yung timing din po talagang nakakapagtaka. May 26 ng hapon siya naghanap, tapos May 27 ng gabi, biglang meron ng ganun na balita. Nakakapagtaka lang po. Pagkatapos po noon, May 27, ang point ko po dito, meron talaga nag-process nung drugs na yun. Meron po talaga nag-process nung drugs na yun.
Specifically for that shipment?
Opo. Kasi po, nandito rin po yung driver ko at helper ko, pwede nyo po siyang tanungin.
Nandito siya?
Opo. Ang sinabi po nila, nung in-unload po nila yun ng 24, puro kahon lang naman po ang binaba. Sa bigat po niyan, kailangan nyo po ng forklift. Hindi po kaya ng taong buhatin yan. Ngayon po, kung hindi gumamit ng forklift, imposible talagang nanggaling sa container na yun yung shabu. Ngayon po, naghahanap po ako ng CCTV kasi yun po mapapatunay. Ngayon, hindi ko alam bakit walang may provide. May nagsabi na lang sa akin na sira na raw yung CCTV. Doon sa warehouse ni...
Uso yung nasisira ang mga CCTV ngayon eh.
Gusto ko lang po malaman, sabi sa akin ng helper ko at driver ko, gumagana naman yung CCTV na yon. Nasira lang ba yung CCTV na yun nung nag-raid lang?
No?
Nasira lang ba yung CCTV na yun nung nag-raid lang? Kasi gumagana naman daw po yung CCTV nun.
Mr. Chair, the bottom line of what Mr. Taguba is saying, Mark, anong sinasabi mo ba? Doon sa shipment ninyo,
wala
doon yung 5 cylinder,
Wala po yung 5
cylinder na
cylinder
nakakahon. Wala doon.
Wala po.
So iba pinanggalingan.
Iba pinanggalingan. Unang-una po, hindi naman nila
24 po yung
Sinasabi mo, kaya humihingi si Kenneth, ng entry.
Yun po ang tuturo nila. Parang palit ulo, sir.
Yun ang palusot
Your
nila.
Honor.
Galing yung cylinder doon sa entry na yan. Gano'n ba?
Opo. Kasi po, wala naman pong lumalabas na balita kay Richard Tan eh. Lahat naman po ng balita si EMT at si TJ Marceliana. Bakit hindi na-imbestigahan yung tao kung saan natagpuan yung droga? Doon nila nahanap yung droga, nagpipicture pa sila. Pinost pa nung May 27. The whole point po, meron talagang nag-process niyan.
Ano ibig sabihin ng process?
Meron po talagang broker na nagparating niyan na maaaring ayaw nilang sumabog. Kaya palit ulo ang ginawa nila.
Ba't isakripisyo na lang yung malaking 6.5 billion na yan at meron pang lumabas na iba?
Hindi ko alam yung buong story, sir. Pero ang totoo, hindi nang galing doon yung drugs.
Mark,
yun po ang facts.
Mark, anong ebidensya mo na wala talaga yung 5 cylinder na sinasabi nila?
Yun nga po eh. Ang ebidensya ko po sana yung CCTV.
Pag
Unang-una po,
nilalabas nyo ba sa customs yun, hindi sinasabi, dinidescribe man lang kung ano yung nilalabas nyo?
yung mga dokumento po namin, genuine po yan, naka-AFTA po yan. So shippers load to ano po yan and count. Wala naman po nakadeclare doon sa dokumento na may mga cylinder. Hindi ko po alam kung saan nanggaling yung idea na
Yan ang cylinder.
printing press po ito, tawag dito sa ganito.
Kaya Australia, kanina sinabi mo, nakalabas na yung cylinder. Di ba sabi mo?
Sir, the wooden crates is already outside the container, sir.
The wooden crate is already outside the container. Ando pa yung container?
Wala na, sir.
Kaya, di walang container doon.
I was told, sir, that it
Natagpuan
came
mo na
from...
lang is
I was
the wooden
just told...
crate.
Yes, sir.
Pero nakita mo rin nakalabas na yung mga cylinder? O binuksan nyo pa yung crate?
No, sir, we need to open the crate, Your Honor.
So, binuksan nyo pa yung crate?
Yes, Your Honor.
Hindi na po nila naabutan yung container. Kaya wala po kasi kaming kaso. Hindi nila mapatunayan eh. Nasa amin nanggaling yung mga shabu. Maski sila, hindi nila alam paano nila gagawin yung...
Mukhang... Pag nag-raid ba kayo, wala kayong camera? Sid La Peña, Colonel La Peña?
We do have, sir.
Kayo sa customs, wala kayong camera?
We have, Your Honor.
Oo, nagamit nyo ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ba't di mo sinasabi meron ka palang camera? That's evidence.
Yes, Your Honor.
Submit it here.
Actually, sir, we prepared some slides to show you
No,
some
no, I
photos.
want the camera. I want the video, the content. You have it?
You're talking about CCTV camera, Your Honor?
In video, when you open up the crate, dapat
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. We have video, Your Honor.
You know why ako, pinag-uusapan namin yan, kung 2 araw na, baka kailangan nyo na ng search warrant yan eh. To specify the things and places to be searched. Diba? Kaya sabi ko, yun ang defense si Mark Taguba. Dapat kinailangan nyo na ng search warrant dahil 2 araw na eh. Wala na yung container. Kung binuksan niya, may lusot pa kayo. Lulusot pa ito mga ito. Then illegally not admissible. That's why tinatanong ko, meron kayong camera all the time? Nung binubuksan nyo?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you submit it here?
We'll provide, Your Honor.
And then the NBI, can you start investigating also Kenneth Dong? We will request for a subpoena and a hold order for all these people. Michael Chen, Richard Chen, or Tan, or whatever his name is, and Kenneth Dong. Ano ba iba? I am told that Mr. Kenneth Dong left on July 28 for Chengdu, where the pandas are. So I'd like to get a certified copy from the Bureau of Immigration and lumabas sila on that date, and to watch a watch order when he returns so that he can be brought here right away for investigation or for whatever legal, preferably the NBI or the PIDEA, to investigate this. This is a big operation. It behooves all the law enforcement authorities to find out who is the mastermind of this scenario. We are convinced already here, I think, that the weakness in the Bureau of Customs is really patent. Very patent. So easy. Imagine they literally walk away. That's a violation na. Green lane mo. Walk away na kagad yun eh. And no cases have been filed so far, right, Commissioner? No cases have been filed, Commissioner. Do you have a legal counsel in the Bureau of Customs? I'm sure you have, right?
Sir, if I may.
No, I'm talking to the Commissioner.
Yes, sir. They have advised me about the progress of this investigation, sir. So the case of the investigation of this involve non-BOC personnel. I was ably informed within the day when we apprehended it that the case will now be under the jurisdiction of NBI or PIDEA, sir. So we do not touch, we stop investigating them because that case was already transferred to the PIDEA and NBA, Your Honor.
Will you also submit all the green lane and super green lane? This is all in a computer printout, right? Can we have a soft copy of that?
We will, Your Honor.
Soft copy?
Yes, Your Honor.
We will need that. Please do. I don't have to subpoena it, huh?
No need, sir. We will submit it immediately, sir.
All right. Lahat dyan from the time that that this occurred to the time that you took over. And if you can call the data, green lane, super green lane, marami yan, libo-libo yan. So that will have to be really examined by a bunch of people who can, the machine can actually diagnose it, right? Correct, Mr. Gambala? You're nodding your head.
we cannot diagnose the
Against the receipt,
yeah. We could give you
can you check sino-sino yung mga not qualified for green lane doon?
Yes, we could
I'm
provide
sure
you,
you
sir.
can, right?
Yes, sir. We could
Oh,
provide
yun.
you, sir.
Yan ang sinasabi ko.
Sir?
Yes.
Can I just ask Mark, total nandito na tayo sa topic, very quickly lang ho,
Go ahead.
to clarify. So
Mga
Mark,
kalib kapatid mo,
sinasabi mo lang na yung drugs ay nandoon na. Hindi ito nasa shipment. Nandoon na siya all along. Yun ba ang sinasabi mo? At wala tong kinalaman dito sa mga green lane.
Wala pong kinalaman.
Wala siyang kinalaman sa
Wala
green
siyang
lane.
kinalaman.
Yung drugs sa tingin mo ay nandoon na siya.
Opo.
Bago pa nangyari ito lahat.
Yes.
At ang informant ay si Richard Tan.
Yun po ang gusto kong malaman. Sino ba ang nagbigay ng tip sa China? Siya ba o yung China ang nagbigay sa
Parang
kanya?
lumalabas nga, ang informant na nandoon yung drugs ay si Richard Tan. Ganun ba yung iyong pagkaalam dito?
Ganun po.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. One last favor. For the benefit of everybody here, I would like to ask Ms. Tatad and Mr. Mark and TJ to identify Kenneth Dong. Do you have a picture of Kenneth Dong with you?
I have.
You have?
Yes.
Can you hand it to us? In your camera?
I already gave it.
You already gave it to?
Yes.
O sige, pa-display natin. I just want the NBI and everybody to see kung ito nga, yung si Kenneth Dong na nagsabi sa iyo, akong bahala. Yan rin si Kenneth Dong na nagsabi sa iyo, kailangan ko ng entry form?
Yes,
Entry
po.
form ba yun?
Entry number. Opo.
Entry number. Can you turn off the light, please?
Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Senator Pacquiao.
I just want to ask
Mr. Taguba.
Mr. Taguba, kasi yung nag-deliver daw nung mga container na yon, dalawa lang, isang driver at isang painante. So nung binaba, binuhat daw, yung mga cargo na binaba, binuhat daw nila isa-isa. Eh paano mabuhat yung yung napakalaki
Sinabi niya, kailangan raw ng forklift.
forklift, pero hindi naman daw gumamit ng forklift.
Paupuin mo nga lang yung driver mo at saka yung pahinante para matanong ni Congressman, ni Senator di Villanueva yung tanong na yun. Siya na magtatanong. Pero ito ba siya ba yan? Pakipatay lang ilaw, please. So we can hold hands here with Miss Universe, whoever is here. Turn off the lights. Mark, is this Kenneth Dong?
Yes po.
Let the record state that the picture shown is identified by Mr. Mark Taguba as Mr. Kenneth Dong. Ms. Tatad, is this Kenneth Dong?
Yes, Your Honor.
Kenneth Dong.
Yan po si Kenneth Dong na
Yes.
na-meet ko.
Where is he from?
From what I know, taga Las Piñas po siya.
Las Piñas.
Opo.
TJ.
Yes, Your Honor. Nakita ko lang din po, sorry po. Nakita ko rin po si Kenneth Dong po, yung after the sis na po yung Shabu. Yung gumagawa na po kami ng action plan sa defense po namin kasi po signing broker po ako. Alam ko po na sooner or later baka ipatawag po ako. Doon ko lang po na-meet siya. Hindi ko siya kilala personally. Hanggang kay si Sir Mark po.
Is that Mr. Kenneth Dong?
Yes, Your Honor.
You positively identify him, all of you?
Yes.
Yes? Mark Taguba, yes?
Yes.
Ms. Tatad?
Yes, Your Honor.
TJ Marcellana, yes. Let the NBI get a copy of this picture so that you can further find out. I think this is a Facebook picture, is it? Selfie. Is he a PC or pure Chinese?
I think may
Or is he a Filipino-Chinese?
Filipino-Chinese.
Filipino-Chinese.
Yes.
Chinoy. All right. Okay. You have anything to add? Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank
Siguro,
you. Thank you for your patience.
Thank you very much,
I know
Mr.
you have a lot
Chairman.
of it.
I do, especially in this committee, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman,
nandito na rin lang yung pahinante tsaka driver siguro. For the record lang, marinig natin sila. Noong
I will just put them under oath. The driver, please stand up. Yan. Pagsabi lang ko ang pangalan ninyo, hindi ko pa po pinapataas ang kamay nyo. Ano po ang pangalan ninyo?
Jose Togbo po.
Jose?
M. Togbo. Jose M. Togbo.
M, middle initial M?
M. Montano po.
Montano?
Opo.
Tombok?
Togbo.
T-O-M-P-O?
T-U-G-B-O. Togbo.
Tugbo?
Opo.
Kasi kulang tayo sa bakod, ano? Kaya nalalabas tukpo. Tugbo. Okay. Dapat nag-toothbrush ka ng bata ka. Ayan, next.
Marvin Evangelista Emanuel po.
Ano ba alam mo?
Marvin Evangelista Emanuel po.
Marvin?
Evangelista Emanuel po.
Marvin Evangelista?
Emanuel po. Emanuel.
Emanen?
Apo.
Alright. At saan po kayo?
Ano po? Tondo po.
Ha?
Tondo Velasquez po.
Velasquez. O, pupunta ako dyan ng araw. Trabaho ako sa Procter & Gamble. Sa Pritil.
Apo, alam mo.
Okay. Kayo, saan kayo?
Taga Masbate po.
Ha?
Masbate.
Masbate? Okay. Thank you. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr.
Mr.
Chair.
Please. Taas ang kamay po ngayon. Pakitaas ang kamay. Tayo lang po.
Kayo po ba ay nanunumpa na kayo po ay magsasabi ng katotohanan, buong katotohanan at bawang katotohanan lamang sa investigasyong ito?
Apo.
Opo.
Thank you.
Oh, Eman.
Opo.
Okay. Let the record show that the two gentlemen took their oath and affirmed. Thank you. Go ahead, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Considering nandito na ho kayo, kung sino man ho yung driver at pahinante, kayong dalawa lang po ba ang magkasama noong ibinaba nyo po yung laman noong container van?
Bali po, kami lang dalawang kasama pero hindi po kami nagbaba ng laman ng container van.
So sino ho yung nagbaba?
Mga tao po sa bodega.
Nung binaba po yung mga laman, nandun ho kayo the whole time na binababa yung laman. I suspect nandun ho kayo dahil siyempre gusto nyo masiguro na yung dinideliver nyo na-deliver dun sa tamang lugar. Tama po ba?
Ako po yung driver, pagtapos po kaparada ng sakyan sa rampa, umalis na po ako doon po ako nakatambay sa pulan kasi bawal po kami doon sa likod.
So, kayo sir, nung binababa po yung laman nung van, wala din ho ba kayo nung binababa ito?
Bale,
Yung truck?
Nung pagka-parada po namin nung truck sa rampahan, yung bumaba po yung driver ko, tapos ang sabi po, okay na. Nagsalita din po yung tao sa bodega na okay na. Yung driver ko po, pumunta po sa Poland. Tapos bumaba po ako, may dala po ako ng tubo, tapos binuksan ko po yung selyo kasi sabi po nung checker, buksan na. Pagkabukas ko ng pinto, may nakita po ako mga karton lang. Tapos pumunta na rin po ako sa loob ng truck, ibinalik ko yung tubo, tapos sumunod na rin po ako sa driver ko. Sa may Poland po, naglaro po kami.
So, suma total ho, hindi nyo ho nakita kung binaba lahat yung loob ng truck van na dala ninyo?
Hindi naman po.
Hindi nyo po nakita. Ang tatanong ko na lang po, yung laman po noong truck, ano ho ang mga laman nito? Meron po ba kayong nakita na gawa sa kahoy na parang box? Kung nandito ho kayo kanina, pinakita yung picture, nakita nyo po ba yun nandun sa loob ng truck?
Wala po.
Wala po kayong nakitang cylinder na katulad nung nakita sa litrato kanina na laman ng truck na dinala ninyo?
Wala po.
So, ibig sabihin, yung dinala nyo po doon, wala yung pinaglalagyan. Ayan po, ayan ho yung picture. Wala po yan, hindi nyo po nakita yan.
Wala po.
Salamat po.
Senator Villanueva, you might want to ask kung yung nagbaba, ilan yung nagbaba?
I will yield, Mr. Majority Floor Leader.
Ilan yung nagbaba?
Mga 10 po, pataas po yun.
Ha?
10 katao
10 tao?
po. Apo. Mga, apo.
Kada kahon.
Di nagbaba po ng ng laman ng container, mga tao po sa bodega. Ibig sabihin, mga 10 pataas yun kasi sama po yung driver tsaka pahinante po nila nagbaba.
At walang gumamit ng forklift?
Ayun po hindi ko nakita kasi malayo po kami doon sa
Dun sa mga gamit na dalan ninyo, tingin mo pag binaba yun, hindi kailangan ng forklift?
Hindi kasi bagaan lang po yung karga ko.
Magaan lang.
Bagaan
Hindi
lang.
nga kailangan ng forklift.
Paano mo nalaman? Magaan.
Kasi po pag mabigat, halos po lumubog po yung tractor. Pero pag magaan lang po, hindi po lumulubog po yung tractor, bagaan lang po siya.
Ang galing mo, man. Ayos, talaga. Tama
Saka
yan.
alam niya ho yun, Mr. Chairman, dahil trabaho niya eh. Kaya gano'n.
Tama, tama.
Siguro balikan,
Nakasanayan mo na yan, di ba? Tama.
Mr. Chairman, babalikan ko lang dahil mag-wind up na rin po kaagad ako. Mr. Chairman, babalikan ko lang si Mark. Mark, paano mo na-acquire yung kopya ng letter of authority na kaninang pinapakita mo sa amin?
Sa totoo po niyan, may nagpi-feed lang sa akin ng mga information na yan eh.
Ibig sabihin, may connect ka talaga sa loob.
Hindi
May
po, meron-
participation ka ba sa in any pending investigation sa NBI, sa BOC, anything? Wala. Wala naman.
Wala po.
Isa na lang, Mark, no? Kanina binabanggit ni Miss Tatad, kanina binabanggit niya na kayo daw ay nag-threat sa kanya na huwag humarap sa anumang investigasyon dahil I forgot the exact word that you mentioned, Miss Tatad, na ayaw kang paharapin. Kasi kung ganito, bakit ka natatakot na humarap si Miss Tatad sa anumang investigasyon?
Hindi po namin siya tinret. Ang totoo po niya, nung nagkita kami sa dampa, maayos, magkakaano naman kami. Nagpapatulong po sila sa amin eh. Kasi sabi nga nila, wala daw silang pambayad sa lawyer, ganyan-ganyan. So kami, tumutulong naman kami. Nagulat na nga lang kami, hindi na sila nagre-reply pag mag-meeting kami.
Kasi sabi ni Miss Tatad, nakita niya yung mga dokumento, pineke yung pirma niya. Hindi niya alam kung ano yung inilalabas na container na nasa pangalan niya. Kaya Miss Tatad, sorry to say this, hindi po pwedeng basta kumita lang kayo. Siyempre, alamin mo kung ano yung inilalabas niyo at ano yung ipinapangalan sa iyo.
Senator, tingin ko gusto lang naman niyang ginawa niya yung kasong yan kasi natatakot siya tungkol dun sa drugs. Kasi po...
At ayun na nga yung nangyari.
Yun nga po, hindi ko naman siya masisi doon na ginawa niya yun. Kasi natatakot lang naman siya eh.
Pero hindi totoo, yun na lang tatanungin ko, hindi totoo na sinabi mo sa kanyang wag humarap sa NBI o sa anumang investigasyon?
Hindi po.
Miss Tatad?
Bali po nung nasa Pan Pacific kami nung July 9, bago kami pumunta ng NBI, nandun po yung abogado niya. Yung abogado daw namin ni TJ na si Attorney Leo Superio na siya ang mag-ano sa aming dalawa dun sa NBI. Kasi wala po ako nun na counsel at sinabi ni Mark Taguba na siya magpo-provide ng legal counsel ko. So, nung una po, ang sinabi, dun lang daw ako, si TJ lang daw po ang haharap sa NBI. Dahil po doon, sabi, matatakot daw ako doon na humarap. At anong katatakutan ko, Your Honor, kung wala naman po akong ginagawang hindi maganda. Wala po akong malinis po ang konsensya ko. Kaya, magko-comply po ako kung ano yung sinabi ng NBI sa subpoena ko po.
Okay, salamat. Mr. Chair.
Sa ikalabing-isa ng iyong affidavit, sinabi dito, Mark and his lawyer advised me to not appear anymore before the NBI and let TJ Marcellana appear there. Yun bang ibig mo sabihin kanina?
Yes, Your Honor.
So sabi niya, hindi ka na kailangan, huwag ka na humarap dito.
Opo.
Kami nang bahala sa'yo.
Opo.
Pero ang reaction mo ito, threatened despite their vehement objection. Ibig sabihin, mainit sila. Huwag ka na umappear. Ganun ba ang tingin mo?
Opo, pinipilit po nila kung wag nang umappear sa NBI.
So, pinipilit ka na huwag nang umappear. At na takot ka.
Opo.
Threatened
Opo.
I despite their will, decided to go to the said hearing in connection with the said investigation. However, before going to the NBI, I first secured from TJ, because as mentioned above, I did not have any documents or knowledge as to the transaction except above stated. Yung kanilang abogado, sinabihan ka ba nila na huwag ka na mag-appear?
Ang unang pong sinabi nila na si TJ Marceliana lang po muna ang appear sa NBI. Pero nagpumilit po ako dahil po nandun din po, may natanggap po akong subpoena, kaya natatakot po ako kung hindi po ako lalabas sa NBI, baka ako po yung madiin.
So nagpumilit ka talaga?
Opo.
It speaks for itself. Nagpumilit ka, hindi ka papayag.
Opo, pero sa...
Dahil ikaw ang tatamaan, ikaw ang madidiin.
Yes, Your Honor.
Wala ka namang kinalaman. Yun ang
Opo.
sinasabi mo, yun ang gusto mong palabasin.
Pero po, pumayag na sila pagkatapos.
I advise all of you that you are involved in a dangerous drugs importation. And, you know, mabigat ang pataw dyan, kaya dapat tumulong na kayo kung tutulong kayo. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mark, biglang lumabas yung sinasabi mo na si Chen. How do you make it? How do you take it? Si Chen, sinasabi ng Chinese, huwag niyong galawin niya, proteksyonan niyo. Yung pala, siya pala talaga ang nagpaparating dito. Pero ang sabi mo rin, meron pang nasa likod ni Chen. Tama?
Your Honor, ang sinasabi ko po, siya po ang nagparating ng drugs at siya rin po nakakalam kung sino tatanggap. Ngayon po...
So yung tatanggap, siya nakakalam?
Siya po nakakalam. Ngayon po, ang gusto ko lang linawin din, nabasa ko po kasi yung parang congratulations letter nila.
Oo.
Nakalagay po, dahil sa intel nung May 26. Bakit po May 26 May 23 po na ilabas yung container?
Meron ano?
Nakasulat po dun sa...
May 26 na. Sinabi ko nga yan eh. Dahil lumabas nga yung container May 23.
Yun nga
Pero
po.
doon sa letter nila May 26. Kaya nga may mga tinanong ako, alin sunod doon.
Meron po kasing nag-feed din sa akin ng information na kung pwede nyong i-check yung flight records nila, Director at Commissioner at si Richard Tan. Dahil pare-parehas po silang nagpunta sa China.
Sinabi ko na rin yung kanina.
Okay.
Can you please send us the tickets and your... Who paid for your tickets there, by the way?
Sir, it was all paid by our Chinese counterpart, Your Honor.
That's illegal, you know? That's illegal. So, please submit the tickets. Sino kasama mo doon?
So I brought along with me the head of CIS in MIP and head of CIS of Manila South, and also the division chief of the intelligence division, Your Honor.
You are colonel.
Yes,
Full
sir.
colonel? Light colonel?
Retired Colonel, Your Honor.
From the Marines or what?
Marines, Your Honor.
Marines. Hoorah.
Hurrah.
All right, okay. So that means you saw action. That's why you got to be colonel.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I just wanted to make sure that you know how precious it is, because I have a lot of respect for the Marine Corps. All right, now, ikaw, Mark, may pakiwari ka ba na may kasama dito sa loob ng customs? Oh, bakit ka nagtatakip ng bibig?
Ano kasi?
Nahilinan ka? Oh, sige, okay. Relax.
Hindi sure, sir. Hindi ko po sure.
Kanina sabi mo, kalat na kalat yung balita na merong yung, ano nga ba yun? Yung contract for hire. Pagka may contract for hire, sabi mo, nagkasundo kung magkano ibibigay. Pag nakuha na yun, nagkasundo na kung magkano babayaran, saka kukuha ng consignee for hire. Pero doon sa computation mo, doon sa, bago ka kumuha ng consignee for hire, kasama na ba yung computation for the boys? Tell me.
May I request for an executive session?
Speak louder.
May I request for an executive session?
You may. You may. Your pleasure.
Yes, understandably, you cannot just answer questions or sensitive questions like that because he's dealing with customs, di ba, Mark?
I'm willing to give you executive session. I'm just asking my colleagues here. We can bring you to the lounge.
May lang, quick question lang. Kanina sinasabi mo sa akin, sa ano yan, sa WeChat ba? WhatsApp?
WeChat.
Sa WeChat, hiningi sa ni Kenneth Dong yung MCLU 600-1881, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ito yung para do sa entry number 129547 na sinasabing may laman shabu.
Yes, Your Honor.
Bakit? Ba't pinakukuha ni Kenneth Dong? Para kanino?
Ang sabi po niya sa akin, kailangan daw yun pang process sa China.
Kailangan
pang process sa China.
Gagamitin sa China?
Opo.
Itong mismong entry number.
Kaya po niya hiningi yan.
Nabigay mo sa kanya?
Opo.
Ay, nakapagbigay ka?
Meron po akong pangalawang page po dyan na binigay ko po yung entry number.
Kay?
Kenneth Dong.
Kay Kenneth Dong. Kaya ba siya
So sinasabi mo, papalitan. Naghahanap ng parang
pakibutas.
Pantakip lang.
Nangituturo po.
Sagap.
Na may tuturo.
Opo.
Customs, may we hear from you? Sige, Neil.
Sir, we only knew about the names of Mark Taguba, Kenneth Dong, et al. After we came back from our operation, Your Honor. The basis of us telling that this shipment of 5 crates, 5 wooden crates of shabu came from a specific container number was provided to us by the staff of Hongpei Logistics based on the bill of lading that we trace. When we did our back tracing, Your Honor, it was to a certain bill of lading, and that bill of lading contains the following container number. When we asked the staff of Hongpei Logistics to what specifically specific container did these 5 wooden containers, wooden crates was hauled, they pointed to a specific container, Your Honor. However, when we arrived at the scene, that container is not anymore in that area, Your Honor. That's why we only base our testimony from the information that was provided to us by the document, specifically the bill of lading, that contains the container number, Your Honor.
So in other words, hiningi ni Kenneth Dong, ipoprovide niya doon sa Hongpei para yung Hongpei bibigay sa customs for the issuance of the LOA. Yun ba yung purpose?
Yes.
No, Your Honor. It will be inaccurate, Your Honor, because at that time, Your Honor, we already have the container number, Your Honor. And when we have the container number, Your Honor, I immediately called the MIP, which, based on the documents, dito po namin alam lumabas yung shipment na to. So I immediately asked them to which consignee this specific container number was consigned. So they provided to me EMT Trading. So I told them, please check and double check if EMT Trading really exists as a legitimate importer, Your Honor.
Apparently, somebody's manipulating customs and everybody else, hindi ba?
At that time, Your Honor, the...
No, right now, aren't you suspecting that? Na mukhang na-manipulate kayo? Napaikot? Possible, di ba?
Sir, one of the reason why...
So I would suggest you dig into your files and find out, assuming that yung sinasabi ni Mark, totoo, at may sense, kasi nakalagay dito, cutting board eh.
Yes, sir.
At nung binuhat nga, imposibleng mabuhat yung 200 kilograms na isang cylinder, hindi ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh. So, why don't you dig into your files and find out yung mga earlier shipments na na-release, earlier than May 23, na similar ang description do sa cylindrical whatever, sa printing press. Baka yun ang mismong container na lumabas na may lamang shabu. And find out also how many more containers, aside from that one, ang ganun din ang description. Kasi ito, kung titingnan mo nga naman, cutting board, di ba sangkalan ito, pag cutting board? Siguro plastic cutting board ito. Hindi kasing bigat ito noong sinasabing 200 kilograms per cylinder. Di ba?
Yes,
so, Nick, why don't you exert extra effort? Baka sakali mahabol pa. Of course, baka na-distribute na yan sa mga retailers eh. But at least, we can have some sort of parang lead ba? Di ba? Which PIDEA and the PNP can use para sa follow-up operations. Kasi kung May pa ito, July na tayo ngayon, August na tayo bukas, nasa mga retailer na yung shabu na yan. If at all, Nick.
I will, Your Honor, I will explore all
Siguro
those
a little document
angles, sir.
analysis will provide the information. Di ba? Another question, Mr. Chairman, if I may. Has there been any case filed against anybody? First PIDEA and then NBI. PIDEA.
For Your Honor, we had
Against
Mr. D.
for the 100 kilograms.
For the 100 kilograms, Your Honor.
For the 500 kilograms NBI, anong status?
We are still fixing some loose ends, and
so there is no case filed as far as the NBI.
None yet, Your Honor.
Di ba dapat sa PIDEA mag-file yan? Dahil PIDEA talagang may primary responsible dyan.
Mr. Chairman, we really have a problem here. 600 kilograms. Ang napala ng PIDEA yung 100 kilograms.
At saka,
dahil yun na sa kanila. Yung 500 na mas malaki, ano lalabas siya? Abandoned. May mga paper trail pagkatapos. Nakakahiya naman tayo na parang lumalabas. Effectively, abandon yung 500 kilograms of shabu, half ton.
Hindi naman, because we have
It's still under investigation. They have not filed a case against anybody. Saan papunta yung investigation?
Mr. Chairman, Section 21, Paragraph 2 of Republic Act 9165 says, within 24 hours, upon confiscation, seizure of dangerous drugs, the same shall be submitted to the PIDEA, Forensic Laboratory for a qualitative and quantitative examination, and then destroy. Section 21, Paragraph 4, ito sa destruction. Anong ginagawa nyo?
Bakit ganon?
You're violating the law.
The qualifications for an NBI agent is either he's a lawyer or a certified public accountant, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, bakit hinahawakan nyo yung kasong yan?
The reason being, sir, for our investigating team is we have yet to talk to Miss Emily Anoche. She might be the leading
Witness.
leading links insofar as the Taiwan participants are concerned.
Well, I understand that, but the drugs should have been sent to PIDEA.
The reason why it was sent to the NBI, Your Honor, is for the examination of our forensic chemist and the weighing of the taking of the actual weight which are...
Let me ask you a question, and to any of you. Mathematics ito, baka dumugong ilong natin pare-pareho. 605,000 grams. That's almost a little over half a ton. Kalahating tonelada ang bigat. Tama?
Yes, Your Honor.
So mahirap dali-dali ko sa yan. So kung dinala nitong truck ng Nigirong Jose ba? Yun, mararamdaman mo na talaga mabigat yung truck mo.
Opo.
Yun nga, kaya nga, mabigat pa yung cylinders. So mabigat yan, di ba? Hindi mo naramdaman yan?
Hindi po, kasi bagalang po yung karga ko eh.
Magaan lang talaga yung karga mo.
Opo.
Pero pumapasok tayo nga sa ibang labanan dyan dahil kaya nga nagagalit kami dito dahil 2 araw na nailabas na. Yung 2 araw, bukod dyan, baka para sa marami pang nailabas. Kaya abangan. Kaya ngayon, I would like to ask my colleagues if they will join me or if they agree to an executive session. Yes.
I just have some follow-up question lang kay Mark, just on that line of thinking.
All right, sige, go ahead. Before we go on executive session.
Mr. Chair, may I just finish just one last thing so I can excuse myself, Mr. Chair?
You know, you are the twins here in the Senate, so I will... the older one, okay.
I'm the younger one, sir. Mr. Chairman, ulitin ko lang, no, warning ito dun sa mga traders, brokers, and thank God nandito yung NBI at Customs. Naririnig nila dito yung sinasabi kaninang open secret. Isa na lang po, Mr. Chairman, babanggitin ko lang kay Commissioner Feldon, yung letter of commendation, sir. nakaka-offend po kami dito, na-offend dun sa letter of commendation ng Chinese counterparts natin. Sana may gawin po tayo dito. And it appears na yung sistema ho natin, kailangang i-revisit natin, other than adding yung x-rays, dahil nandito ho tayo dahil we wanted to look for solutions. Kaya po tayo nandito at katulong niyo ho kami na maghanap ng solusyon. Yung isa na lang na point na gusto kong i-take, Mr. Chair, binanggit po kasi kanina yung responsibility ng Risk Management Office. As you mentioned, Commissioner, no? Siya yung nagko-cover anong type ng goods, value of goods, country of origin, and ito nga, galing sa China, and nabanggit sa akin ng ilang mga kakilala natin, pag ang country of origin, China, usually talagang nilalagay sa red lane yan. Hindi ko alam kung bakit, parang yun daw yung usual. I'm not sure if it's true, no. Parang isa lang po yung gusto kong i-point out. Kanina binanggit nyo si Attorney Hilario, nag-a-attempt siya na may palitan o may gawin doon sa sistema po ninyo. Am I correct, Your Honor? And if that's the case, ang tanong ko lang, sir, bakit ho kaya ganon? Si Attorney Hilario lang po ba ang may karapatan o sa tingin niya, because he would do that, we were saying, he was attempting to do that, siya lang ba talaga sole responsibility niya, powers niya, authority niya na pwede niyang gawin ito on his own?
In regards to his responsibility, sir, as RMO, he was given the user account to add or remove parameters from the selectivity, sir.
Just one question lang po. Sole discretion, wala pong checks and balances, walang po pwedeng iba na masiguro na tama yung ginagawa po niya, and I suppose kaya po siya nahuli dahil alam nyo na hindi lang siya ang po pwedeng gumawa nito.
With regards to because he is not because the program, sir, is manned by IT people, sir. He will give the parameters to our IT people, and our IT people will be the one who will input the parameters, sir.
Again, Mr. Chairman, without any approval of anybody, for example, in the case of Attorney Hilario, wala na hong kailangan siyang approval, kunyari, from Commissioner Faldon to do that? I'm asking this question, sir, because again, we are here to find solutions. We wanted to ensure that your system works. I have a lot of questions here, and I know that I don't have the time right now para ipakita at gusto kong maintindihan bakit ba binago, ano yung mga dahilan natin, ito ba na-check natin. So ito lang ang gusto nating puntuhan. Itong sistema na ito, may authority si Attorney Hilario, sole authority. Wala hong nakalagay whatsoever in a memorandum that it needs approval from the Commissioner.
He is mandated, sir, to report it to the Commissioner whatever he is doing with the parameters, sir.
Thank you. Meaning, he needs an approval.
To report, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Kung ganun yung case, he needs an approval. Bakit kaya ang next question, bakit kaya naglakas ng loob si Attorney Hilario na gawin ito without the approval of the Commissioner? And I hope next hearing makasama natin siya at matanong itong mga katanong ito. Salamat, Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner, si Hilario nahuli nyo, minamanipulate yung computer.
Yes, sir. I asked the MISTG, that's our Information Technology Group, to conduct forensic examination of the RMO system. And they find out that in July 10, he tried to encode the parameters that he failed to do prior to the arrival of these drugs, Your Honor.
Bakit hindi nyo hinuli siya kagad? Bakit in flagrante delicto yun? Sabi nga namin ni Senator Lacson, nahuli nyo siya, pinamanipulate. Hinuli niya na dapat yun. Kinulong niya na dapat yun eh. Oo. Inaayos niya yun siguro. May ginaayos siya doon. Without your permission. Bakit hindi niya pinahuli?
I rely on the recommendations of the investigating group on how to deal with Hilario, Your Honor.
Sometimes you have to rely, and you are a seasoned commanding officer, being a captain of the Marines, a platoon commander, or a company commander perhaps, dapat siguro you rely on your instincts, call your man, pwede ko bang huliin to? Nahuli natin to? Huliin natin, kasuhan natin kagad, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor. That's why in May 30, I called him and fired him in his office, even against the legal advices of the lawyers of the Bureau of Customs. They do not want me to fire him because there's no probable cause. That's their term at that point in time that he will be relieved. But I said, no, effective today, you are relieved from your post. That's why we immediately look for a replacement. But I have done this against the advices of all our lawyers because they have a different interpretation of the lawyer honors.
Pag hindi ka na-demanda, di mo ginagawa yung trabaho mo. That's my experience in government. Kung totoo yung ginagawa mo, at hindi mo inlaban yan, wala kang ginagawa. Pag may ginawa kang tama, ididemanda ka pa rin. But at least you err on the side of truth, di ba? So dapat kinasuhan mo na yan. Right? Okay, we would now like to go on executive session.
Mr. Chair.
We will include PIDEA.
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, may we request also that we'll have an executive session?
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, you will be included there.
May I move that we suspend the session, but go into executive session and include Mr. Taguba and the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency.
Mr. Chair, before we go on to executive session, may I ask very few questions lang kay Mark?
Let the chair rule first. We will have an executive session. We will invite PIDEA. We will invite Mr. Taguba. And who else do you want? Who is that man directing
My
you there?
broker, TJ Marcelo.
Your broker, TJ, may I siya idadagdag doon?
Yes.
To corroborate your statement?
Yes.
Sigurado ka, ha?
Yes.
Alright, I'll be liberal with that. Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Chair, just a few,
Babalik tayo rito. Sandali lang yan. Okay,
just a few questions lang, Mr. Chair. Mark, kanina, nung nabanggit mo, parang absolutely sure ka na si Richard Tan ang may-ari ng drugs. Paano mo nasabi na siya talaga may-ari ng drugs? Kanina parang siguradong-sigurado ka. Ano ba yung nasa isip mo?
Hindi po sigurado po ako na siya po yung nagkarga ng drugs.
Sino? Si Richard Chen?
Si Richard Tan.
Sigurado ka siya ang nagkarga?
Yes po.
So, ibig sabihin, alam niya na may drugs doon?
Yun ang hindi ko po alam.
Pero, nasabi mo rin kanina siya ang may dahilan kaya may drugs doon.
Siya po yung nagparating ng drugs.
Siya nagparating ng drugs?
Opo, siya po yung nagparating ng drugs.
Tingin mo, alam niya
hindi
na
ko
meron?
alam kung siya yung may-ari ng drugs or anything.
Sa tingin
Basta
mo, alam
ko lang.
Sa tingin mo, alam niya ba na may drugs sa loob?
Hindi ko po masabi.
Before itong nangyaring to, nakilala mo na siya? Before pa?
Hindi po. Nakilala ko lang siya nung nagkaroon na ng issue.
Nagkaroon na ng issue?
Opo.
Itong si Kenneth Dong, ilang beses mo na naka-transaction?
Nung February pa po, katransaction namin si Kenneth Dong.
Ilang transaction na ang nangyari?
Meron po akong listahan eh.
Mga more or less? 1,000?
Hindi naman po.
And lahat,
Nung kailan lang.
lahat ang ginamit yung consignee is EMT?
Yes po.
Lahat ng transaction mo with Kenneth Dong is with EMT?
Yes po.
That 500 plus transactions, lahat yung galing sa'yo? Yung na-flash kanina sa...
Yes po.
Lahat,
opo, yes po.
Lahat galing sa'yo yun? At lahat yun, si Kenneth Dong rin ang may... kumbaga may connection doon sa 500 plus na...
Hindi po.
So, iba-iba?
Marami pong gumagamit ng EMT.
Maraming gumagamit ng EMT?
Opo.
At ilan doon sa 500 ang kay Kenneth Dong? More or less?
Hindi ko 100
Kalahati?
po. Tingin ko mga 100 po.
Mga 1/4?
Opo.
Mga 1/4. Magkano ang binabayad ni Kenneth Dong?
Binabayad po niya sa akin.
Sa'yo?
Opo. 170.
170,000
per container.
Per container.
170,000 per container. Basta paparating mo, dadalhin sa destinasyon ay lalabas.
Opo, hanggang doon lang po ang alam ko.
Commissioner, Very quick question. One sec, Mr. Chairman. After nung May 25 raid, yung EMT ba ay meron pa bang transaction after?
Meron nga.
Meron pa sila?
9 more shipments, di ba?
Meron pa.
I still have to verify them how many more shipment was released.
9
but-
more shipments according to Senator.
Meron pa, marami pa, marami pa.
Marami pa. That's it, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
All right, we shall now go to the Senate's lounge. Will everybody please just sit down? It will be a quick executive session.
Suspend na natin siguro na hearing.
Suspend na natin ito?
Alas 2 na.
Mr. Chair.
Okay, just for the record, Senator Lacson wants to suspend it already. I cannot suspend it until we finish the executive session. It's a continuation. So, babalik tayo. Please hold on for a while. Hold your horses.
Kumain muna.
Meron ng pagkain, di ba? Ayan, meron dyan. Just for the record, the real name of Kenneth Dong, according to one of my staffers, is Dong Yi Shen Zi. That's the Chinese name. Dong Yi Shen Zi. I will give it to the ComSec.
He got married in Cebu.
Okay. Can all the people involved, Pedea? Yes, sir.
Sir, how about our delegation, sir? Could we be excused?
Yes, I think you can be excused. The police force can go for the moment. I will just suspend it. We will have questions later on in the next session.
Mr. Chair.
Yes.
Considering that there will be an executive session, our investigating team here from the NBI wants if you would allow us to participate in an executive session.
Tama na muna tayo. Anyway, kung meron, I will tell you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay? So, can we go post stage, please? Mark? TJ? Padea? Janet La Peña and Wilkins? Kayong dalawa na lang. Kayong dalawa na lang. Gusto ba isama pa isa? 3 Musketeers? O sige, pasok. May bayad na ha, pag-apat.
Kapatid ni Anoche D wants to talk to you. You want you to talk to her first? Or you want to talk to her privately?
I will talk to her privately.
Sige. Tell her to wait.
Yeah, tell her to wait. Jose, ox ka. The session is still ongoing. I will suspend it when we get back. Yes, we're coming back, so I have not suspended it. So please sit down. Those of you who ask permission, you can go, and we'll be back very shortly.